Welcome to my live, guys. Hello, welcome to my live. We have guests here. We have Tabi and Ngosi. So today, guys, we will be talking about reasons why most people, especially ladies, don't want to go back to their previous relationships after working in the Middle East for a while. I don't know if this is true or maybe according to you, my viewers. I don't know if you have experienced this, but I have observed that many ladies, after they come to work in the Middle East, um, they don't want to go back to their previous marriages and relationships. They end up being single. I would love to know the reasons, maybe why that happens. That's why I invited my guests here. They will share their opinions. Kindly introduce yourselves, starting from Tabi.
Hello guys, my name is Tabe. Yeah, thank you for hosting me.
And I go by the name Isaac Ngosi. I'm also here to share my view generally on behalf of those male people who are in Kenya and also for those who are in Gulf, because I do understand some of them came to the Middle East, they left their spouse and their girlfriends back in Kenya, but when they go back, they'll not be going to the same people. So I'm just here maybe to represent those men to speak on their behalf.
I'll be representing the ladies that don't want to go back to their previous relationships. What about you, Tabi? Who are you representing?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
you're
I'm a lady.
neutral?
So, should I be neutral? I will be neutral.
Okay. Okay, it's okay. So, okay.
I'll
In my
discuss the pros
opinion,
and cons.
that's okay. In my opinion, most ladies that are in the Middle East, I'll talk about Saudi Arabia to be precise. You know, working in Saudi Arabia, it's like taking a risk. So most ladies, they know the consequences and the risks that are involved in working in Saudi Arabia. So if you find that there is a woman who has left her marriage back in Kenya to come and work in Saudi Arabia, it means that that marriage was not doing well in most cases. It was not doing well because if that relationship was stable, if that marriage was stable, and she was happy with that marriage, she cannot leave that marriage and risk and come to work in Saudi Arabia. Unless maybe if it's going in other countries where they pay commission. But in Saudi Arabia, no. I think that marriage has just ended, but she was just staying there. Do you think it's true?
But no, there are some people who agree. There are some people who agree with their spouse. Like for example, the other lady who lost her child, like she left her child with her friend, and they were still with the husband. Like situation forced her. They were poor. They had nothing. And so they decided, both of them, let the girl go because there is an opportunity. There are some people who agree, like you initially agree, but now the waiting of 2 years. You know, when you come to Middle East, there is nothing you can do unless you meet a man outside, yeah? But the men are back home, they're the one who don't remain royal. That forces the women to change their mind. But there are some people who actually agree with their spouses. Since we don't have food, there is no money to educate our kids. We've not paid rent. And here, there is an opportunity for me to travel and make some money. You stay maybe with the kid, or I will leave the kid to my parents, and then I will go for 2 years. When I come back, we shall start, like we will be communicating, yeah? You take care of the kids, I will be sending money for the upkeep, for the kids' upkeep, take care of everything, and for 2 years we'll have saved enough money to come and start something. But when they go, the men change. You know, the men cannot wait for you for 2 years, yeah? So they change, and that's why the relationship shakes. But there are people who actually agree with their spouses to come to Gulf, yeah. There are several cases, if I could mention, there are several cases that people actually agreed, but along the process, within 6 months, things fall apart.
Do you
Mm,
agree with Tabi?
okay, in one way or another, I would agree with both of you. There is a point, Julia, you raised, and you said most of those women who've come to Middle East, most of them, they left their country after their relationship or their marriages fell apart. That is one point. Uh, and some of them, you see here in Saudi Arabia, women came for free, comes for free. There is no that there is no those expenses. Some of them agree the same, just as how Tabia said it. They agree. Now, because we have you women, you have a chance in Saudi Arabia. You go and maybe get some money, help me to go, okay? So that maybe you get me the commission to go, okay? But now after now you Julia you have gone, okay? Let me use you an example. Me and you we are married. We live in Kenya. We have nothing, okay? We are going through so many problems. Now I tell you, okay, Julia, do this. Just go, take this risk. Go to Saudi Arabia, work for 2 years, then get me the commission. When you come, you look after the children, then I do what? Then I go. Okay? Now you Julia, we agree that you come to Saudi Arabia. Now you come, you meet your friends. You tell your friend you're married. Imagine. You tell your friend, I'm married. My husband is in the country looking after the children. Now I'm the one supporting them. Now your friend tells you, how do you feed a man? Are you the one who married that man? Are you the husband? You see? Now this friend of yours is corrupting your mind. Okay? Now the deed was that you know very well, you understand what we were going through. You've left me in the same situation. I have no job. I have the kids. You have to support me. Okay?
Yeah.
You have to be maybe sponsoring the school fees of the kids. As maybe I go for the hustle. If I don't get, I'm still depending on you. But now you found this friend of yours who has corrupted your mind, who has advised you to send your sister to come and steal the children and take them to your home. Now I'm left alone. Now you tell me you cannot feed a man. You cannot feed a man. You see? So you come here,
But still, that
you
one would
found
depend.
bad friends. Yes, yes,
Uh, do
Tabi.
you think
Go
uh,
ahead.
do you think if these people loved each other genuinely, a friend can influence one spouse? Like if they were truly in love,
Yeah,
can a friend advice influence them?
that's what that's what I'm saying. That one
Yes,
would depend on the bond between you and your wife. If
we've
you didn't
seen this
have a strong
happen.
bond, na nakuona
It's not
You were
even
saying,
about bond. It's about trust. Okay, it's about trust.
yeah,
You are far. You know the two of us are separated, very far from each other. There is also your friend, maybe a neighbor, whom you've left as a spy to be spying on me. Okay? Maybe who is feeding you with the lies, telling you, oh, Baba Nani nowadays is dating someone. And you maybe because of the love, you get angry. You get angry with me. You stop sending the little you were sending before. Now the family falls apart. Now when you come back to the country, we will not get back together because now you've seen me maybe as a cheater. I was cheating on you, of which what you were told, you are not even sure whether it was true. Okay.
Yeah, but
But
as a
that one
man,
is on both of you. Communication.
as a
If
man,
both
as a
of you are
man,
No,
not communicating,
yeah, I think Tabi is right because if the communication is consistent, you will understand each other and you will just know that someone is faithful from communication, by the way. But if there is inconsistency in
mhm.
communication, maybe sometimes these our men, we leave them in Kenya and we come here in the Middle East. The first 3 months, there is consistency in communication. Like we have scheduled, like at this particular time we have to talk. It's our time. So after some times, you don't adhere to that. You change. You change the schedule abruptly. Maybe you become now busy. You cannot be found. So where? How do you expect that person to trust you? That is far away from you. How do you expect them to trust you if maybe the communication is not consistent? You have changed. It's not like initially the way it was when you are maybe when she was maybe leaving the country. Do you still expect that person to trust you?
okay.
Yeah, Juliana is
The issue
right.
of communication, we can still be communicating. Here there is a third party. You have your friend who is advising you, telling you how are you feeding how are you feeding a man? Why can't you take your children and then maybe you take them with your mother? You see, we are communicating, but there is a friend from the other side corrupting your mind.
Okay, we move to the next
I know.
point because we will not see the end of this. Because for me, I believe for me to reach a point that I can accept a third person to interfere with my relationship, first of all, I would have seen the loopholes. Maybe we were talking, we were consistent, and then all of a sudden you are busy. Here we depend on online. You stop coming online maybe from Friday to Monday morning. You are not online, so I can't contact you. So by the time the lady is coming to feed me and me to believe them, I've already seen the loopholes. Or maybe I'm actually the one who went to ask the friend, have you seen Baba Nani? How is he? Because I can see that there is a gap. There is actually something happening. You're not communicating. You're not open like you used to be immediately I came here for the first 3 months, as Juliana said. Then you change. That's why I start going to a neighbor to inquire where you are, how you are doing, who you are moving with, who is that particular person that is distracting you from actually communicating with me. But if communication is consistent, I don't think a normal lady who is really like she really want to do this for her marriage will listen to a third party, unless obviously it also depends on the character of the person. If she used to listen to neighbors, there is nothing she will come to learn from here. If she used to listen to the neighbors when you are still dating and you are always like fighting, oh, so and so told me, oh, where are you? Where are you? Those things will still continue. But if she like 100% trusted you, there is, and communication is consistent, unless obviously her character all amepata pesa, sasa ameanza kukuona like I'm earning more than him. Why can't I live? I can live my life with my child, and now you become like she now no longer gets interested with you because of her own character and her own decision. But if you actually loved yourselves, like you 100 trusted percent trusted each other, communication was consistent, there is no loophole. I don't think a very like a person with her dignity would listen to a third party at the cost of her own marriage, at the cost of her the future of her children, because these kids also get affected when people separate. So a person with their right mind would not interfere, like break her marriage because a friend said, unless her character was questionable back from home. She didn't come to start it from the rest.
Okay.
She had those
Okay.
characters.
Now,
You've already seen them.
let me ask you a question. Maybe you've come to the Middle East, and maybe someone has told you something. Now you've started reflecting back. Why would you act on such a situation when you are in the Middle East? Something that you never acted on when you were together.
Personally, I wouldn't listen to a third party. Personally, so I have nothing to say about that. As long as communication is consistent, as long as I 100% trust you, there is no loopholes. I wouldn't listen to a third party.
But now,
That's for me, Brianna.
this is logical. When people are dating, the bond is very strong. Communication is every time you feel like you want to talk to this person. But the moment you move in together, maybe you start being at least you try getting yourself busy, okay? Not because you are looking for someone else, but now you are looking for that person. Now you have that person. You have to do you have maybe to work. So if maybe Julia came to Saudi Arabia and she left me back in Kenya, it doesn't mean that maybe if I was maybe during the first month, maybe I was talking to her in the morning, and I stopped talking to her in the morning, but I explained to her, this is what has happened. Why can't she just understand and maybe stop doubting me, or maybe going around asking what I do in the morning that I don't talk to her?
Hmm.
Why would she do so?
You've asked two questions
As
at
I
once,
said, it's
right?
communication.
Okay, just give me a little chance. I want to answer Mr. Ingosi. Mr. Ingosi said that sometimes you have seen things when you are in Kenya, you did not question about them, but when you come in the Middle East, a neighbor will tell you about the same things, and now you start questioning them. I want to respond to that question. Most of the times, let's talk about Kenya. Most of the Kenyan ladies, majority, they are financially unstable. Okay, they are in this relationship, maybe they are married, but they are financially unstable, and you find that this relationship involves kids are there in majority, kids are there, they are involved. You find that when they see questionable behaviors from the husband, and maybe they don't complain, or maybe they complain and they get ignored and they leave it at that, they don't act. It's because they are thinking if they end that relationship, the kids will suffer. Maybe they are not in a position where they can fund the lifestyle of the kids. Okay, so they will tend to endure because they don't have money at that time. That's why if they come here in the Middle East and you try to do that same bad behavior that you are doing when you are staying together, when they did have money and now they have money, you try to do that, they will end that relationship because now they are financially stable. They can maybe pay their kids' school fees and all that. People tend to endure. People tend to endure even when you treat them bad when they don't have money, especially if you are the one financing that lifestyle. If you are the food provider, you are providing the food and all that, you are paying the bills, they will keep quiet because they know if they step out of that relationship, maybe the kids will suffer. They will not be in a position to provide for the kids. So they will just stay there and endure. But the moment you try to do that when they are earning, they will not tolerate. They will walk out. That's why if you are misbehaving when you were together in Kenya and they manage to travel and come to the Middle East, and you misbehave when they are here and they get to know that, they will leave you. I think I have answered that question.
Sure,
Yes.
sure.
Why should I
You
just
You,
endure
you
someone who
some
is
ladies,
practice
treating
and
me badly?
there.
you ladies are
Maybe
very
in
are
Kenya
very
they were
funny.
not leaving you. In Kenya they were not leaving you because they were thinking about if they leave you, maybe you stop paying the school fees for the kids. The kids will suffer. So they were just taking all that shit because of the kids, not because of them. Because they are thinking if they leave that marriage, how will they provide for the kids? They don't have a stable job. If you try to do that shit with someone who is working, someone who is earning, they will leave you because they can provide for their kids. They can provide for themselves. They can pay their own bills. Why should they take that? Why should they take maybe? Why should they forgive things like maybe let's say infidelity? They can't forgive that. Another thing that you asked, you say that when someone is looking for a relationship, you are That is courtship, right? You provide all the time. Like you're talking in the morning, talking afternoon, talking in the evening, talking all the time. You see, that is where you go wrong. You make someone get used to that. They know that there is that time. Huh? Like your schedule is not tight, it's not fixed. You are available. The moment you win them, and then you stop providing that time, you know, already they have gotten used to that. Then when you stop providing that time, when you stop being available, they think that somebody else is occupying that time. There is something you are doing that is distracting you. Somebody else is distracting you. And most ladies value time so much, attention. If you stop giving them attention, they will seek it from somewhere else. Or they will think that your attention is being given to another person. Okay? Welcome, so welcome KG mtoto wa Mungu. KG
You
mtoto wa Mungu
know,
is saying, good morning, my people. I have arrived here watching from Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you so much for watching. Okay,
okay,
what were you saying,
Julia,
Tabi? Okay.
you've said that during courtship, I'm proposing to you. I'm giving you my
Yes.
agendas. Okay? When
Yes.
you agree to my agendas and you agree to move in, now we have to start planning. Okay? We have to start planning for the future. Okay?
Okay.
I cannot continue giving you my agendas. Yeah? Niendelee kukukatia wakati ushafanya, wakati ushakubali manifesto yangu. Even you as a wife, the manner in which you will compose yourself when we were dating, it's not the same manner in which you will compose yourself when you are in my house as my wife. Okay?
I
So
get your point.
there is no way you'll tell me that during courtship, the manner in which we used to communicate, that is the same way we will continue communicating even when we're in the house. Okay? Maybe
No, that is the
I
same way
used
you'll
to
continue to communicate, but on different
Yes.
topics. Now you are planning for your
different topic,
future,
but
so
not
you
but
have to
not but
communicate
not
about the future you want together.
but not regularly
But
as
not what?
the same we
Let me,
used to do.
Why?
Mr.
Maybe
Ngosi, let
maybe
me ask you this question. Mr. Ngosi, let me ask you this question. For example, you have a land. You are planning to plant maize on that land. Uh, the first step, you will maybe clear the grass, clear the weeds, right? Before you start digging, you clear the weeds, then you dig. There is that process, right? After you clear the weeds, you will dig, you will plow the land. After you plow the land, maybe you will plant. After you plant, there is that weeding. There is that putting manure and fertilizer. There is all those processes. You don't just plant your seeds there and leave them and come to harvest. No, you must come and check on them. You must do all those things that you're supposed to do. You must take care of your crops when
And
they
what
are in the fields.
again?
I'm just using that example. Maybe if it's a dry season, maybe let's say you are doing vegetables and it's during dry seasons, you have to water them so that they nourish. You can't just plant the sukuma wiki there and leave them there. That is by the way, that is something that I have learned in the Middle East that most Kenyan men don't have. Like after you date a girl and that girl agrees to your proposal, you leave it at that. And that is where you go wrong now.
no.
You
You
have
are
to have those
missing my
dinner
point.
dates. You have to that communication has to be consistent. So why is it that you're providing that time and now after you have win her heart, now that time is not there? What are you doing
You are
during that
missing.
time that you used to talk to her?
You are missing my point. You are missing my point. Okay.
Okay,
Let
come
me put it
again.
this way. Let me put it this way. You've said it, maybe during courtship, I used to take you out for dinner. Okay? I used to take you out for dinner with the little I had. Now you've come to my house. Okay? We are now living two people. The budget I used to do a shopping budget of one person. Okay? After you moving in, would you want me to take you out? Then we come sleep on a empty stomach.
You don't have to take
That
me
will
to
be no.
Kempisi.
Okay?
When you went out, you ate.
You don't have to take me to an expensive
When
restaurant.
you went,
You just have to take me to somewhere that you can afford.
Let
As
me
long as
listen
we've
to
gone
Tabi.
out, as long as it's
Tabi,
our
what are
time.
you asking?
Kabi,
as
what
long
There
is
is
as
a
when
pos-
we go out with eaten, you said that will you go out and then come sleep on an empty stomach? When you went out, you ate. How will you come to sleep on an empty stomach? But it depends on who you are dating. If you are dating somebody, if you are dating somebody who is like 100% dependent on you, when you're dating, you knew that.
you have to balance. You have to balance. Okay?
Wait, I'm still
You
telling you
know,
something. Eh? When you are dating this girl, from the word go, you knew whether she was working or she was not working, right? If she was not working, you know
yes.
that she's not working and you are ready to take care of her, right? By the way, for me, I always say
Yeah.
financial stability should be a requirement for dating because you will not come put me in the house just because you've married me. That now my life will be boring, that unasema ati we can't go out because we have to eat and financial stability should be a requirement for dating. First of all, both genders must be working. Ladies should have their money, should be working to provide her small things. So hizi unaniambia ati I can't take you out, you know, those days I'm providing. Even me, I can provide for
Okay.
myself. So it's the retro I have, the retro you have, we combine and we make a family, right? So it's not all on you unless you are dating those people who are fully dependent on you. But if you are dating a
housewife?
lady who knows her status, her value in the
No,
family,
you
she will
okay.
obviously look for something small. Utaleta unga, mimi nitaleta mboga. But if you're dating somebody who is 100% dependent on you, first of all, even though utamnyamazisha na hiyo. Sasa unataka nikupeleke out tukule nini? Hii 1K hii niko nayo ndio inatulast this 1 month. You want me to take care of, and that's where the problems begin because now she wants to go out as you used to, and now you are saying that oh I have to feed you. Kwani nakula sahani ngapi? No, financial
Okay,
stability should be a
let me
requirement
ask
to
you let me
dating.
ask you a
You
question.
cannot manage me.
Let me ask you a
Mhm.
simple question. Uh,
Ask.
can you compare our parents' marriage with the kind of marriages we are having today?
No,
I
Those
cannot
two types of
compare because
marriages.
women,
Which one?
no.
Okay,
I
wait.
cannot
Let me
compare.
finish
You
my
know why?
question.
Mhm.
Between the two, which one used to last long?
Long time ago, people were just enduring. People are just
No,
being
no, no.
beaten. They were
Have you
Just
beaten to
checked
answer.
your
endure because
question?
the man is
Answer.
the
No.
breadwinner.
Answer the question. Answer the question. Then you'll support her later. Between the two
Let me tell
marriages,
you,
which one
women,
used to last?
a woman of today is informed, she's educated, she's financially also stable.
Tabi, answer the question. Answer the question first. Then you go ahead. Between the two marriages,
Let me
which one
tell
used
you,
to last?
where where I stand where I stand right now, when I was growing up I saw the ages of my mom, I'll never settle for that. I cannot settle for such marriages. Never. I better be
Things
single.
have
I
changed.
can never.
Nowadays,
Okay.
people
You
are looking
know,
for
Things have
somewhere
changed.
that they
you
will be
know,
happy.
Those women, they only
I
to
have
go to the garden
wait.
to
I
till
have
the
asked
whole
you a
day. They
question.
can't take care of children.
I have asked a question. I have not given my explanation as to why I was asking. Now you jump to something else. My
Okay,
question is still
Okay,
previously,
I've
pending, still
answered you.
hanging.
I would never settle for that marriage. I would never settle for such old. I don't prefer it at all. I don't prefer it. And if
okay,
it
let
lasted
me
because
answer
the woman
Ingosi.
was enjoying because of the child.
Let me answer Ingosi. Previously, marriages were lasting than now. Why do you think? Why do you think previously marriages were lasting than now?
Okay, the long time those marriages used to work. Okay, there was no money. Women were not working. Okay, but now a girl child is being empowered. Okay, there is women empowerment. But now, every child, it's every child's right to education, whether a boy or a girl. Okay, you are not being taken to school to learn so that you get a good husband. You are being taken to school so that you can get a job. And this job, you have to support your family, not to support you individually. Okay. But now, what has turned these marriages of nowadays not to work? It's because this empowerment. Okay, and then not as a whole, but to some individuals, majority of working class women, their marriages are not working. It's only working for a small percentage. Why? Because now women have turned, they have this mentality of when I get money, I don't want to have anything with that to do with that money. Okay? There is
Not
a small
anything to do
percentage,
with a man. I
maybe
don't
for
have
those
to endure bullshit. Not anything to do with the man. You know, those women could endure
I finish
even
my point.
cheating, infidelity, being
Let me
beaten.
Continue, Iso.
okay. These are a small percentage of those maybe who are in the middle east. Okay, that's 10%. Those are the ones who say they have money, but they say I'm going to I'm going to get married. Okay, these people, this 10%, it's not that they are going to try maybe to be married for the first time. They were there, they were mistreated before, but now they want to give it another try. But this one, there is this other 90%, of which maybe most of them, yeah, yani ni kama ni kufanya nini, acha nitumie hiyo venye mlikuwa mmesema, they were being, ni kama walikuwa wanafanyiwa favor. Unaona, ni kama mtu alikuwa walikuwa wanaingia mahali kwa sababu hawakuwa na otherwise. Unaona, but now after walitoka nje, now wanaona hatuwezi fanya nini, hatuwezi tukaenda kwa, yani kukuwa controlled na mwanaume tena. Unaona, so now they have money, wanasema they just go to establish themselves. Okay, so there is money has brought a negative impact in the majority. That is why the marriages are not working.
Marriages,
Okay,
in other words, you're trying to say that marriages are not working because women have money nowadays. So women that have
yes,
money, they
yes,
don't want to get married. Why do you think women that have money don't want to get
majority.
married? Have you ever tried to find out why majority of women that have money don't want to get married?
Yes, yes,
Why? What do you think is the reason?
that is a logical question, because
Why do you think women
these
that
people
have
have,
money don't want to get
have
married?
I have told you, these people walikuwa wameolewa sababu hawakuwa na otherwise. You get that? Hawakuwa
So
na
walikuwa wameolewa
otherwise.
ndo walikuwe
But the
beings.
moment they've gone out, yes. But now after they've
Don't
gone out,
You know what happened?
wamepata hizo pesa, wamepata pesa nao wamefanya nini? Wameona siwezi rudia ile maisha, because they have this mentality, nikienda huko bado I'll be ruled, I'll be controlled. Now they want to live by themselves.
You know what
why don't you
happened?
even
Why that
mbona
happened? Eh?
hauoni kama
First of
maybe they
all,
were mistreated that time that they did have money? Because if someone was being treated well, they will not say that. They will not say that I cannot go back there. You cannot say you can't go back somewhere that you are being treated well. You will only say you cannot go back there if you are not being treated well, if you are being mistreated.
now
What
what
are you saying, Dabi?
happens? What happens to these women? What what happens to these women when they come here? First of all, this time you've been separated from your spouse. These 2 years, it creates a toil, and it creates a gap between your bond. You know, men are attracted physically, while women are attracted emotionally. So these 2 years. you've stayed together. It creates a gap. Secondly, now the woman that has come here, she gets exposed. She now has exposure with money, and she come to these rich Arab countries. She see things that she didn't see before. Maybe akatiwena watu online wenye they maybe are well up more than, let me even leave alone ukatiwa. She now is exposed. She can see what she can do with her own money. And maybe when she discuss those things with you, for you unaona waste money, kama unaona like you also have different ideas of how to use money. But now, because first of all, you don't have the exposure that she now has. So when you start fighting because you have one idea about how to spend this money and she also has her ideas, remember she's the one working for this money. She will start feeling, if he doesn't, maybe like for me personally, I like having my own home, like nikuwe na kwangu, my own compound. And then maybe my husband, yeye anataka tuishi kwa ploti. Like the idea of buying land and building, yeye kwake anaona for what? Unaona? So we have those different ideas on how to use money. So for me, since I love having my own home, nitaona huyu mwanaume, since he doesn't agree with what I want, for me I will go ahead and do what I want. I will buy my own land. Remember, a woman does everything for her children. She will say, I will buy my land, build a house for my kids. At least by the time I'm going home, I will not be paying rent. Look, for example, the time of COVID, those who are paying rent were squeezed somewhere. Imagine somebody who previously had refused to buy a land and build when the lady was working, and now they can't even pay rent. Atakuwa blamed, you know. So women now, when they come here, they get exposed. When they get exposed, the ideas you had, both of you, when she was coming, remember, were ideas that didn't have exposure. You are just talking about the things, you know, you can't think more than you've seen. You will only think about what you know, what is around you. Now she come here and she's more exposed. She goes online, she sees things, and she wants those things for herself and her children. And now you, as the spouse, you don't want these things. You think, oh, sasa uko na pesa, you think you can do like the rich people do. Sasa uko na pesa, you can't even listen to me. This money is the problem because she is exposed and you now have different ideas. The initial idea you had about spending money is now changed because now she's exposed, she has seen other things, she's telling these things to you, and you want to stick on what you had agreed before. And the agreement then was out of lack of exposure, you know, only what you had seen. Maybe ulikuwa unataka kujenga nyumba ya mbao. Now she has seen she can even build a stone house and she wants that. And you don't want. She'll say, tutashinda tukisumbuania pesa zangu. And she now goes and does what she wants for herself and her children. Well, ukitaka kuwa join, okay, if you don't want, ukwende. And she says, I can even still live without a man. Understand? So the problem is, first of all, the years you spent away, you get exposed. And also, things change. For the man who is back home, they don't change much. But for the woman who is now exposed to social media, is now exposed to what she sees out here, and she wants those things for herself. And now her mind has broadened. Ameamka. Akili zimeamka. She can see big things, which you don't see. And you, even if she tells you, you don't accept to them. And she says, huyu ananisumbua tu. He doesn't want to change his mindset. Unaona? So
Okay.
you end up parting.
Tapi, I have a question, and what you just explained, I think it has also brought up a question: the role of a woman's money in a marriage. Okay, you as my wife, you are working. What is the role of your salary in the family? Okay, that is a question that has come out. And Chabi, before maybe I could let me ask you. You said that you wish to have your own home. Okay. Now let me ask you: are you looking up on someone maybe who is financially stable, or maybe someone ambaye mtakuwa mnapendana, maybe akupende na au mpende, hautaangalia sana kama anafanya kama akona nini.
First of all,
okay, so utanini
first of all,
financially
I mean,
financial stability,
you have to
hautanini
be
sana,
financially
hautaconsider
stable.
sana.
No, what I mean, you must be able to take care of yourself. Si nikuja uniambie oh, sina pesa
Okay.
za rent. No.
Okay.
If we are dating, you must be like you should be able to take care of yourself.
I was asking that you answer, then I will tell you. Let's say umesema kwamba mwanaume akuwe able to sustain the family. Okay? But now let's assume mimi niko Kenya.
Themselves.
I'm able to sustain the family. Okay? But I'm not capable. I don't have that saving of buying a land. But wewe tumependana na wewe ukiwa Gulf. Umekuja na pesa. Unaniambia you want to invest in a land. Let me tell you one thing.
Ukiwa Gulf.
It will help. Wait, maybe it can help you. Na isaidie bibi mwingine mwenye ataiona mahali. The greatest fear that a man has ni wakati mwanamke ako na pesa, ni yeye anataka kufanya projects, wakati mwanaume hana cha kuongezea. Unaona, mwanaume anakuanga it's every man's pride, wakati ni yeye anafanyisha ama anaanzisha hiyo project, mwanamke afanye top up, but not mwanamke aanzishe mwanaume afanye top up. That is one thing you should know. And that's why utapata mwanaume wakati namwambia ati unataka kufanya project fulani, atakukataza kwa sababu yeye hana chenye anaongeza hapo. Unasikia? So but mwanaume kama ako na pesa, hata umwambie story na project, huyo mwanaume hawezi fanya nini? Huyo mwanaume hawezi pingana. But ukipata mwanamke uko na pesa, unamwambia tununue shamba ama tujenge plot mahali fulani, huyo mwanaume anapinga. Ni kwa sababu si ati anapinga kwa sababu hataki. Anapinga kwa sababu hana nini? Hana huo uwezo wako, hana cha kuongeza. Na hiyo inakuanga the greatest fear. Sababu mwanaume a normal man, mwanaume in his senses hapendi kuwa housed ama hapendi kulipiwa bills na mwanamke. Yes, wewe utakuwa unaifanya with good intention. You are working, you are getting salary, ukisema naenda kusupport familia, but this man ndani yake he is not happy. Anataka kwa yeye anafanya more. He is the one giving more, not you as the wife giving more. Sijui kama mmenielewa.
Nimekuelewa sana. I've been listening to you.
Yes. Yeah, like now buying a plot. Wewe ukikuja uniambie story na plot. Mimi at least nafaa nitoe a big share. Okay? Nitoe a big share. But wakati wewe umetoa share kubwa, mimi sina anything. Lakini umekuja umeniambia uko na pesa, but sababu umeona nakupenda na unanipenda, unaniambia utalipa bills zote. Hata kama utafanya deep inside my heart, if I'm genuine to you, I will not be happy. Itabaki kinyuma sababu nitakuwa na feel ashamed going around the plot.
So let me ask you this question, Ngosi.
Yes.
In this case, assuming that I'm working and I'm earning more than my husband. Assuming we are married, I'm working, but I'm earning more than my husband. So what is the work that my money is supposed to do?
That is the question I was asking. No, you can do a project, but then what kind of a project are you doing? That is the question now.
We can build the house. We can do all the projects that a man can do.
But then this man doesn't feel secure.
Why don't you feel secure? But
it's very shameful. It's very shameful wakati mmekuwa na disagreement, mmekosana na mwanamke, alafu mwanamke anakufukuza na kuambia toka kwa hii nyumba, sio ulijenga, wewe mwanaume unakatalia hapo. You know, kwa mwanamke atakatalia hapo hivyo, aseme I'm the mother of your children.
Hey, and you're
But
the father of
mwanaume
my kids.
hatakatalia it's very shameful. Nimetumia the word it's very shameful. Mwanamke anakuambia toka kwa hii nyumba nilijenga na pesa yangu ya Gulf, na wewe unakatalia hapo hivyo kusema I'm the father of your children. Yaani wewe kitu tu lileta hapo hivyo ni kuja tu kuzalisha. Are you seeing that embarrassment? Niko mbele ya watu nasema mimi nilimzalisha. Hiyo nyumba ndio tulifanya nini? Ndio tulipatia hawa watoto. How does it sound? So that is the greatest. Mwanaume ana feel insecure.
That's why I normally say
a
man. That's why I normally say for me to enter in any relationship, I need a man who is financially stable than me. Not a very big gap, but not below me. So that to deal with those insecurities, I don't want to buy something and the man will be feeling like he's inferior because I'm the one who bought that particular thing. No, I want someone who is financially stable than me. Mimi nikwe chini yake. Because he's the man. He's the one who is supposed to provide 75. Then I'm adding that 25 to make it 100, and not vice versa. So if you are a man and you are dating someone, you are dating a woman, and you let that woman develop more than you, obviously that relationship, chances of it being stable are minimum. They are maybe like 30. Not many marriages where the lady is financially stable than the man works. So if you are the man, you're staying there in Kenya, you're seated down, you're the man, you're staying there in Kenya, you're seated down, your wife is working here in the Middle East, sending you money. You should think twice. Because you are the man who is supposed to be risking, who is supposed to be working in these hard conditions to provide for the family, and not your wife to come and work here in the Middle East in this harsh condition to provide for you as you are seated down. Obviously, it will not work. That relationship will not work. Unless if you tell me maybe you are poor, you are financially unstable, and because for the ladies, in most cases they come for free. If maybe you tell me you agreed, she come and works maybe for 3 months, provide for you commission, then you join her. It makes sense. But if you tell me that you will stay there, she comes here in Gulf, works for 2 years, and you are seated there, she's sending you money. Now that one, you will not even be reasoning because she will outgrow you. You know, when people outgrow each other, wanaonaga kama huyu si klasi yangu. Even for the men, when a man is working and a woman is not working, and that man, maybe let's say, hata tuseme kwa mfano kama shule, mwanaume akienda shule upgrade, anakujaga anaona huyo mwanamke mwenye waliazaga naye kama si klasi yake, atataka wa klasi yake, sasa na upgrade mpaka na kwa ndoa. In most cases, by the way, even the ladies, you have to grow together. Usiache spouse wako mmoja grow na wewe ubaki chini. You have to grow together, msonge wote. Ndio usione kama ume outgrow mtu, by the way.
Do you know a man, I can leave you, I go out with the tappy, but at the end of it, I will come back to you. Do you know that?
You don't respect me in that case. You don't respect me.
Wait, I don't respect you. But do you know I can go out, but I will, at the end of it, I will come back to you. But as for a lady, akienda ameenda. Okay? For a lady, akienda ameenda.
Why will you leave me, go back, and then come back? Why? What is the reason?
You know, men are natural polygamous. Okay? Men are polygamous, natural. Wait,
hizo vitu zilikuwa zinafanyika in 19th century.
Ngoja, mwanaume akionekana na wanawake wengi, hautasikia watu wakimwita malaya. Okay? But wakati mwanamke anafanya the same, unasikia community na mjudge. These things that hizi ni vitu ambazo zinafanyika. They are happening. Okay?
So it's okay for a man to have multiple women, but it's not okay for a woman to have multiple men.
No, that is that how can I put it? Sisemi ni right, but mimi nimesema community iko hapo hivyo inaona kama ni right. That is not my saying. Okay? That is not my saying.
Work. Do you think that marriage will work? I am here in Gulf and you are entertaining other women there. How can I trust you with my coin?
because we men are
That is
polygamous.
why,
can't.
that is, no, that is why you remember at the beginning, I told you, you've left me in Kenya, you've come here, your friend tells you, how are you feeding a man? What did you tell me? You told me, you talked about communication, okay?
As a man,
It's
live
very
away.
hard, okay? It's very hard for a lady to feed
When
or to pay
somebody,
bills for a man,
oh,
okay? It's not possible, even if we are communicating each and every time. It's very
And why
hard.
should you sit down to be fed, by the way, in the first place? Why should you sit down to be fed? Give me
But now you
reasons that you
see
should
the
sit down
situation.
and be fed.
Okay, okay. Let me maybe speak for my brothers.
Yeah.
We know our country how it is. Everything is tough there. Okay, coming to Saudi Arabia, maybe for that man he will require about 100,000. Okay, to come to Saudi Arabia. Now tell me that man even paying rent worth the 2,500 is a problem. Where will he get this 100,000? Now you've agreed. I have agreed with you. Go and maybe sponsor me. But now you've come here, even before sponsoring me, you've listened to your friend, what she has told you, umefuata umeshikana naye. Now plans ulitoka huko tukiwa nazo zimesambaratika. How do I get on my feet? How do I get on my
I
feet?
normally say, in my opinion, I normally say that people should be financially stable before they get into relationship. Why are you getting into
But you
relationship
know,
when you cannot even
sure.
pay a rent of 2,500?
shit happened.
Can
Hmm?
you imagine?
Shit happened.
Who will
COVID
even
came,
accept
people
that?
lost jobs. Okay? COVID came, people lost the job. I was one of them. I lost my job. I couldn't do, even buy credit. I used to nilikuwa nategemea masisters zangu. Hao ndio walikuwa natumia credit. Hiyo time ya COVID. I had no job. So shit happened. Kuna watu walikuwa wanakaa kwa ofisi lakini kazi zikaisha. So na pia relationship hizo ni hisia. Huwezi ukacontrol hisia. Huwezi ukasikia unataka kupenda mtu then you tell your feelings wait until I get rich.
It's not rich.
If that was
It's
the
being financially
wait,
stable.
if that
Being financially
if
stable
that
has
was the
nothing to do with
case,
getting rich. Being financially stable means that you can foot your own bills, that you can manage yourself, that you can finance your own lifestyle before you welcome another individual in your life. You can't even afford to pay your own rent, and you want
but
to invite another
okay,
person to come into your life. You want to add misery in yourself.
but you know this is not my responsibility
Not
alone. It's also
what
your responsibility. Mimi nimekuja nimekukatia. Mimi mwenyewe sina kitu. Wewe mbona uingie box yangu kama mimi mwenyewe sina kitu?
I'm not getting in a relationship when I don't
Why?
have money myself. According to me, for talking on my behalf, I'm not getting in any relationship when I cannot foot my own bills. No, no,
But
no. Niende
the
kuteseka.
argument but
So
the main point remains feelings. Hauwezi control feelings ati mpaka ufanye nini mpaka ukuwe stable.
you can control.
Huwezi
We have
control
been here in
feelings.
the Gulf working for
How?
over 3 years. Tuko hapa Gulf tumefanya
No,
kazi
hapo
for
ni vile
about
ni
3 years. Ni kwa
hiyo ya
sababu we
3
know
years
that
hiyo that is
we are sacrificing.
hakuna option.
Kuna option ya
You have no
kukemboi na
option.
tujakemboi.
But if you are in Kenya, but now if you can boy huko nje bado utakuwa Afrika kama mwenye ako Kenya to do all those things,
See what wanakemboi because of that
right?
reason, because they have feelings and they cannot control them. That's why they kemboi so that they can get serviced out there. See, some girls kemboi because of
They,
that. But some
okay,
of us, we have just
they
stayed
go
here
for
and we are okay. These feelings, you can control your feelings. If you cannot control your feelings, then you are loose. By the way, if you cannot control your feelings, I don't know even how I can describe you if you are in a position not to control your feelings. Sorry guys, Tabi is not feeling well. Amesema hapa I'm not feeling well, my head is busting. Maybe she has a headache. So we will just forgive her, but we will continue with our life. Ingosi, if you cannot be in a position to control your feelings, then you cannot even be in a position to have a long distance relationship. Because here we are talking about people who are working in the Middle East, and one spouse is in Kenya and another spouse is in the Middle East. So if you're telling me that you cannot control your feelings, then how will you control it when your partner is working in the Middle East? You cannot even meet each other now.
The point was, okay, getting into a relationship. Not you are already in a relationship for you to control yourself, to control your feelings. That is those are two different things. If I have a spouse in Kenya, I can control myself and know that maybe when I go back to Kenya, I'll do what? I'll meet my spouse. Okay. But now falling in love, okay, approaching you at the first maybe I've seen you for the first time, na nimekufeel, okay. Should I let my feelings die just because I'm not stable?
Yes. Postpone them.
So are you trying to
That's
say
why.
are you trying to say those people watu maskini hawana haki ya kupenda? Is that what you are trying to say?
Why are you getting yourself umejua ku fall in love ni kuji-add responsibility na wewe mwenyewe you cannot even manage yourself. I didn't say that you have to be rich, okay? I said you have to be financially stable.
No.
Financial stability means
Okay.
that you can put your own bills, you can finance your own lifestyle. That is different from being rich, okay? So if you say maskini, maskini means that you cannot even be able to afford a meal. That is maskini, sindio? You can't even afford a meal. And when you're getting in relationship, it means maybe after that you will be getting kids. You are bringing kids into poverty. You're sharing kids that you cannot even take to school. What is the need for that? Why don't you give yourself a certain time? Ujipatie time. You hustle first. You cross that poverty line. Then you get into relationship. What's so difficult about that? Instead of sasa umejua by the
But
time you get into relationship, umejiongezea responsibilities. Because now somebody else is coming to your life. Sasa unafaa uanze kushughulikia huyo mtu mwenye anakuja next. Ongezea kwa hiyo yako
okay,
yenye
let me
imekushinda wewe
let,
ukiwa
let me
peke
ask
yako.
let me ask you this. How many people in Kenya have crossed that poverty line? You yourself, you did not cross it while you were there. You had to
That's why
come
I
in,
cannot
maybe.
that's why that's why I'm here in the Middle East. That's why I cannot advise. Sometimes we learn from people who have failed. You watch people who have failed and know the mistakes that they did before they failed, and you avoid them. Okay? Chances of those people who get married when they are poor, chances of them dying poor are very high. Chances of them dying poor are very high. They will just live there because the more they stay together, the more they add themselves responsibilities. And it's very difficult to grow when you have added responsibilities. Like, for example, now you have gotten kids into this world. You know, for example, I don't know if you have kids or if you don't have kids. I'll give you my example. For example, if you don't have kids and you don't have a spouse, me, I have kids, okay? We are working both in the Middle East. Chances of you getting rich faster than me are very high if you don't have kids. You know that because you don't have a lot of expenditure. You don't spend a lot. You don't have a lot of responsibilities. But us, we got responsibilities when you are financially unstable. Now it's very difficult to cross that poverty line because the little money you are getting, it's going this way, this way, this way. You remain with nothing. This way, this way. You cannot even save. Okay, that's it's good if you are single. You are not in a relationship. Get yourself something to do. Cross that poverty line. Be doing something in generate income, then get into relationship. Utakuwa uko able to fund your own life. Ukiadd that responsibilities zinakuja zikipata kama umeshazipangia, pesa ziko already. You're not struggling to save, okay? Maybe you have already started up a business, you are doing something. But ukianza life na you don't have anything, chances of you remaining there are very high.
Okay.
Because the moment utakuwa unapata kapesa kidogo hivi kanaenda unabaki hauna. Huwezi save. Huwezi cross your poverty line. Yeah,
Okay.
like you are earning from hand to mouth. Yes.
Okay, let me ask you. Uh, nimepatana na wewe for the first time. Nimekuona for the first time. Na mimi nikasikia umefanya nini? Umenipendeza. Mimi mwenyewe I have not crossed that poverty line as you have said. And maybe as for you, you've already crossed it. Okay? Me coming to you or approaching you doesn't necessarily mean that I'm approaching you so that we can get kids. Okay? We've seen people dating maybe for 2 to 3 years, okay, without having any kid. Okay? What is wrong, me approaching you, and maybe you have a connection? Maybe I've not crossed that poverty line because I don't have a job, I don't have a connection. But as for you, you have some connection. What is so wrong when I express my feelings to you, and maybe that connection you had, you shared to me? Si hapo umenisaidia. But now if you tell me that I should cross that poverty line when I don't have a job, how have you helped me? You've not helped me, haujanisaidia anyway. Maybe uko na position umesikia mahali ni mwanaume. Mimi sasa nisipokuja nikiexpress kwa nikwambie ndio nimekupenda, nikuelezea hali yangu, uniambie okay, wewe ndani yako unajua unataka mtu ambaye amecross that poverty line, si utanipatia hiyo chance. But sasa nikisema okay, sasa sababu mimi sija cross hiyo poverty line, nitaendelea tu kuwaka hata nikiona demo amenifresh. Sitaki kumwona sababu I have not crossed the line. Utakuwa umenisaidia, hujanisaidia.
Let me ask you a question. Does it mean that
the only way ambao utanisaidia mimi nikuje kwako nijieleze, then utaniambia okay, si unajua specifications ambazo unataka, unajua unataka mtu ambaye ako stable, si basi uniconnect na kazi uone kama mimi niko lazy. At least hapo hivyo utakuwa umeniosha, utakuwa umenipatia nini ndoano, utakuwa umenipatia the fish net, niende nishike samaki.
I'll answer your question and then I'll ask your question, then I will answer your question, okay? First of all, does it mean that only someone you are in a relationship with can give you a connection to a job? Because now if I have connection, or I know someone that can connect you, does it mean that you have to date me first for me to open that door for you? Like if we are not dating, I can't show you the way.
The point is mimi vile nilikuona, si kukuona kama connector. Mimi nilikuona ni kukupenda uko mpenzi wangu. Okay? But according to your specifications, wewe hautaki mtu ambaye haja cross the poverty line. So mimi kukuelezea venye nakaa, vile naishi, ama labda hata nimekupeleka to my place umeona venye nakaa, umeniuliza unakaaje mahali kama hapo, nikakwambia sina kazi, mimi naishi ile hand to mouth. Okay? So mimi kitu kimefanya nikakusimamisha ni kwa sababu nimekupenda. But sababu wewe vile nilikueleza ndio kafanya ndio utakopa up uniambie labda kuna chance mahali. So it's not a must that lazima tupendane ndio nipatie hiyo chance. But kitu ambacho kilinifanya nikakuapproach ni kwa sababu ya mapenzi.
Let me tell you one thing. You see, when people are poor, you cannot tell their character. Most people, their character is hidden when they are poor. They are so humble. Poverty humbles everyone. Okay? You will get to know people's character after they have some cash. So, okay, connecting you somewhere is not a bad idea. It's okay. I can connect. You can give someone connection even when you are not dating, even when you are not relatives, when you are not related. You can give someone a connection. Huh? You can show someone a way, okay, to cross that poverty line. But that is not a guarantee that this is going to be your better half, because people humble so much when they don't have anything. After they get some little money, they cross that poverty line now. They show you their true colors. So who knows, maybe you're just here presenting your ideology and expressing yourself, maybe lying. Then after I help you get that connection, I help you get that job, you cross that poverty line. Huh? Now your eyes opens. Now you don't see the beautiful lady you saw the first time you were approaching me. Wait. That's why I cannot date someone who is below me. I can't. Because I can't know them. Because poverty might have humbled them. They should be financially stable so that I see that arrogance. I see that arrogance the first time they are approaching. You know, money gives people some arrogance. Okay? money gives people some arrogance. And when people don't have money, they will very much humble. You will never know someone's character when they don't have money. That's why. That's why that's another reason why most marriages don't work when people come to the Middle East, because poverty had humbled them in Kenya. They were pretending, they were living a lie. After they get little cash, that is when their eyes opens and they see that you are not their type anymore. Because they were just walikuwa wanavumilia. They didn't belong there in the first place. So walikuwa wamevumilia because they don't have money. After they come here, wanapata kapesa kidogo, macho zinafunguka. Now they see you're not their type. They don't want there now. Okay, that's why I will not date someone who is below me.
Okay,
Ikikuwa
let
mbaya
me,
sana tutoshane. Ama ukue
okay,
juu
you
yangu.
just
Ndio
said,
nijue tu karakta yako. Si eti ukuje upate pesa baadaye nianze kushtuka, we, na hii karakta sikuwa nimeiona. Imeletwa na pesa. Hapana, ukue tu na pesa. Nione tu karakta yako. Kama ni mbaya niachane nayo, kama naezana nayo sawa. Yes.
okay, kuna venye ulikuwa umeniambia, you asked, is it a must that tuko tuna date ndio unipatie connection? I told you no. Okay, when I saw you, nilikuona as someone who can be my wife. I did not see connection on your face. I never knew if you have a connection. Now after nimekuangalia hivyo as a wife, as someone who can make a good wife, nimekuapproach, but ndio kakuja mambo na connection ikajitokeza. Nikikuapproach, it doesn't mean, or it's not a must that ukubali. You have an option of kusema hapa na kusema hapana. How much will it cost you ukiniconnect na tukose kudate?
Naweza kuconnect na tukose kudate. As long as umekuja
How
na
much
ukasema
will it
ni
cost you? Sababu umesema labda ni hiyo poverty ilikuwa imenihumble. Okay, nimekubali ni poverty ilikuwa imenihumble. Ukiniconnect hiyo kazi na tukosa kudate, it will cost you nothing. Sababu labda kama unataka kupima nini, unataka kupima characters zangu, si uniconnect basi, tukosa kudate, then wakati nikipata pesa labda utaona my behaviors.
Yeah, that's why I told you. Sio lazima ati tukue tuna date ndo nikuconnect. As long as I have a connection, I will just connect anyone. Hata mimi nimesaidiwa na watu wengi wenye hata tu date. Hata tujai date na hata wajai ni approach na wamenisaidia. So I will help someone bila ku expect any relationship in return. So usitumie relationship kama kupata connection. Okay? Because I will not be, unajua, that's why nimekwambia kitu ya kwanza, yani sasa utakuwa disqualified ukikuja kunidate kama hauko juu yangu ama hatutoshani. Utakuwa disqualified. Okay, that is me. Kila mtu si yako na choices zake. That is just me. Utakuwa disqualified. Because sasa si unaona utakuwa uko chini yangu. Sasa sitakuwa najua karakta yako. Na sasa hiyo karakta yako itakuja kujitokeza baadaye kama maybe tushakaa pamoja, tushaoana. Alafu nianze kupata disappointments. Me, I want to know your character. That's why I want to date you if you have money. When you have money. Si kukue na gap kubwa sana in between us. Hiyo gap ikue tu kidogo hivi. Kama tutoshani. Kama tutoshani ukue juu yangu kidogo, but chini yangu hapana, cause character itakuwa hidden. Maybe you are just using, you have seen a potential is in this lady. Maybe umeona huyu anaweza connect na job mahali juu anakaa kuna connections. Unajua people date for different reasons. People date to get connections, people date to get promotions, you know, all those stuff. That's why mimi napenda mtu mwenye akue juu yangu because he is the man. Akue juu yangu ama tutoshane. Ndo asikue hapo chini. I also advise men, if you're watching this and you're a man, don't date someone mwenye hana kakitu, ako na 000. Utapata disappointment because that person's character is hidden, because he's humbling. Maybe poverty imemhumble tu. Wewe unamwona akiwa tieni humble. Akipata kapesa kadogo hivi ndo unaona sasa atakwambia hataki hiyo relationship. Because hakuwa pale because of love. Alikuwa pale maybe because the bills were being paid.
Okay. And, do you know we have people who are more dangerous, or we have men who are more dangerous when they have no money than when they have money. So I've met you, I have money. That is when You want to listen to me, but you don't want to know my other side when I don't have money.
So
You
if
know
you have
money,
money, what will make you
wait,
not have
you know
money?
money, pesa ni kama maua, kama ni kazi huisha. Uende tumepatana nawe wakati niko na kazi, but hiyo kazi ikiisha, hapo hivyo ndo unapata kumbe nilikuwa mtu mbaya, pesa ndo zilikuwa zinanifunika. Kuna watu
You
wanakuwa
know,
frustrated wakati hawana
you know,
pesa.
there is a difference between financial stability and job. A job is not
But
financial stability.
wait, what is bringing the financial stability? Is it not the job? You cannot just
But
sit
you
down
have
and
to,
you be.
you know, by the way, if I'm getting you, I have to see that you are a man of a vision, by the way. Before we get into that marriage thing, I should see your visions, not just because of employment, because you can be fired tomorrow. I have to see
things
visions.
things
I have to see
things
something you are
crash.
doing away from your employment. You're
Tables
earning,
run
yes.
around.
Money is coming in. Money is coming in. What are you doing with that money? That is what matters. Leave away the money that is coming in. What are you doing with that money? That is what is very important. You can be earning millions in a month, but you're doing nothing with those millions. That's why when that million, that the source of that millions got cut, you crumble down. I don't want to know. I don't want to know where the money is coming from. I want to know what are you doing with that money that is coming. Whether maybe you are collecting garbage outside. What are you doing with that money that you are earning from the garbage collection? That is what is important. Not how much are you earning from that garbage collection. What are you doing with that little money? Are you investing? What if kesho uamke umegonjeka uwezi enda kucollect your garbage? Are we going to be poor sasa? No, I want someone who has a vision, by the way. So, okay, kama tu sasa sisi venye tuko Gulf saizi, working in the Middle East doesn't mean that you are financially stable. No. Utawaka hapa hivi ufanye kazi after 2 years urudi Kenya na ukuwe broke. What you are doing with the money that you are earning from the Middle East is the one that will make you financially stable, ama bado hauja cross your poverty line. Unaweza kuwa unafanya kazi hapa na una earn pesa na una spend the whole of that money. Mwisho wa mwezi ikifika hauna anything. But you're earning. That is not financial stability. What if kesho uamke umevunjika mguu huwezi fanya kazi tena? Una crumble down tena. You get the difference?
Okay, I get your argument, but table stand. You may be working here, you are investing in a certain business in Kenya, but then all of a sudden maybe kwa bahati mbaya unapata labda kama ni biashara ulikuwa umeweka unatokea na moto, labda hata hauko umeinsure your business, utabaki kwa stable, utabaki kwa stable. That is why nimekwambia table stand around.
It's okay for tables to turn around.
Kisima hukauka.
It's okay for tables to turn around.
So,
people fall up, they wake up and continue with the journey. It's okay if tables turn around. It's okay if you are up there, then you fall down. You can still wake up and dust your dust and still go up.
Okay, but now hujanipata wakati sasa wakati nimeanguka ujue vile huwa nafanya how I react. Yeah? Kuna watu by the way wanapanga wabaya sana wakati hawana pesa. Hiyo nyumba haikaliki, ni makelele kila wakati. Kama hujui. We have men of those kind. Vita kila wakati sababu hawana pesa.
In this case if we were dating now tutakuwa tumeoana sasa, si ndio?
Yeah.
Yeah, kama tumeoana and this is
kuanza kuona the other side.
Kama hana pesa, I will make him have money. He's my husband now. We are both financially stable. He was not dating me when I had nothing. See, I told you tunafaa tuko tunatoshana ama akwe juu yangu kadogo tunafuatana hivi. So akicrumble hivi siwezi mwacha mpaka afike kwa ground. Nitamlift. Arudi. Siwezi mwacha anguke mpaka afike kwa ground kwa floor. See, we are husband and wife now. We are married, we are one. I can't leave him crumble mpaka anguke chini afike chini kwa floor. See, why are we married? We help each other. Yes, nikiona na huyu anashuka stairs ya kwanza hivi akaenda kudidimia, namshikilia abaki hapo. Alafu nimpige jeka arudi kocha.
And you are the same women who say my money is my money. your money is our money. Are you the same
Marry
ladies who
right.
say that?
Marry right. Marry people that love you. Don't marry people that you love. That is the problem. You know, most men marry people that they love. You know, you can love someone and that person doesn't love you. Marry people that love you.
But
You will know that women have money.
we've
Women
seen,
pay bills. Women even. You will know that women foot bills when you marry someone that loves you. You will know that women they pay bills. They can take you to the salon. They can buy you clothes. They can do everything with their money. Okay, marry people that love you. You will not have that problem of women with money. Our money is our money. Our money is our money only when you don't love people, because generosity and love are twins. They work together. Generosity and love. There is no way you can be stingy to a person you love. There is no way. Even men, a man can never deny money to a person that they love. We are saving. We can not spend on her. No, they don't love that person. That is the truth, by the way. People always spend on things they value. People always spend on things they love. There's nothing like my money is my money, your money is our money. No, there's nothing like that. They don't love you. Get someone that loves you. Utapata utalipiwa bills ushangae. Wacha hivyo venye unasema mwanaume pride yake ni kulipa bills. Kuna watu wenye hata atakwambia alipe bills na ukatae na mkasirikiane. Wacha hivyo venye unasikia
mimi
ati ladies.
afadhali
Ha?
mwanamke atakulipia, ndio umesema. Ukipata mwenye anakupenda hata feel ugumu, but ni wangapi watafanya? How many? Kati ya wanawake 10 ni wanawake wangapi watafanya hivyo? Unasema labda mmoja ama wawili
Hapana.
kati ya wanawake 10.
The problem is
No,
most of these relationship people are in wrong relationships. That's why. That is the problem, by the way. Most people are in relationships, but watu wengine wako kwa relationship peke yao, because people date for different reasons. So maybe ako kwa hiyo relationship for a different reason, for a wrong reason. But kama ako kwa hiyo relationship because of love. Mimi I'm associated with girls. Mimi I'm a woman. I have friends. Nimekuwa Kenya, nimekuwa na marafiki wengi. I've seen girls pay bills wakinunua manguo. I've seen girls pay rent for men. I've seen. Yeah, but I have also seen ladies. I have also seen ladies that say my money is my money. Our man's money is our money. I've seen those ladies, and I can tell you for free. I know the differences between the two of them.
maybe they pay, but wanalipa. They are the same ladies who come out kusema mimi nafanya ABCD. Okay, of which mimi mwanaume, mimi unilipie rent, ulipe rent, alafu next unaenda kuambia your fellow that mimi nafanya ABCD. Your friends wakiniona kwa barabara wanaona huyu ni kung'ara ndo anang'ara, lakini anafanya nini? Analipiwa nyumba. Hakuna strength umenipatia hapo. That is why mimi siwezi not that nadunisha mwanamke, but vitu kama hizo atakulipa rent, mimi siwezi nikani. Afadhali tu niondoke, afadhali tu ning'ang'ane na rent yangu nilipe. Mwanamke atakulipia, lakini atalipa kama ashaenda kusema huko nje, ama atasema kwanza ndiye akuja fanya.
Sio wote.
Unafikiria ndio nikakuuliza, kati ya wanawake 10 ni wangapi watakufanyia hivyo na wanyamaza? Ibaki ni nini? Ni wewe na yeye mnajua peke yenu. How many?
Kwani si ni kama tu venye nyinyi mnapiganga story with the fellow men, unasema wewe umelipa rent. What is the difference? Si hata wanaume wanajua mimi ndio mwenye nalipa.
Wanaume atupigane, sio rahisi tupige stories kama hizo atakao umelipa rent ama mwanamke ndiye amelipa rent. Because we know that is our responsibility. Sababu hata mimi nikienda hapo nianze kusema bibi yangu amelipa rent, my friend will be interested in my wife. Yeah. So we don't atupige stories kama hizo. So let me now ask you the role of well, maybe we are married. What is the role of your money? Zinafaa kufanya vitu gani hapo nyumbani?
See, it's our family money. It's family money. Your money, my money is family money.
Paying rent,
but
paying school fees.
Yeah, everything. You earn, I earn, we bring it together on the table, then we budget. Tunagawa 10 ni ya rent, 10 ni ya school fees, 10 ni ya shamba, 10 ni ya savings, 10 ni ya chakula, hivyo. 10 ni ya wazazi hivyo. Hii yenye imebaki 2 ni ya kutembea hapo nje ya kujibamba.
Na unyamaze tu usiende kusema huko nje.
Wewe niende kusema kwanza, can you do that as a man? Acha tuanzie hapo. Can you bring your salary weke hapo kwa meza useme tu budget? Unajua mna blame ladies sana. Can you bring your salary weke hapo kwa meza useme tu budget? Ama utakuwa unahesabia kwa mfuko unatoa 1000.
All these people lazima tutache hapo, lazima tutakuwa kama Ananias na alikuwa anaitwa Ananias na Safira. Yeah, kuna mwenye atajibakishia, especially a man, lazima utajibakishia. Unaweza fika mahali ukuwe na emergency, na sasa kama ulitoa zote umezileta tu umeziweka hapo hivyo, ukitaka na emergency, sababu utaangaliwa zamani, unafaa ku take responsibility.
Emergency gani?
Kuna sickness, magonjwa.
Si sickness tumekata for that. Si tumelipa NHIF.
Maybe from the family, maybe your relative.
Si tumeka pesa emergency. Pesa emergency na lazima ikue juu. Kitu inaweza happen.
Tumeka emergency maybe for the family. But for what about my sister? My sister hatujamtengea haki. So lazima
tunatoka hiyo ya family japado na hiyo emergency.
No. Pesa emergency inafaa ikae hapo hivyo until the last date, wakati mnaenda kupata salary nyingine. Si ati wala sasa emergency hakuna, ati kama emergency haikuji, ati acha tutumie. Pesa emergency inafaa ibaki hapo. Mwezi kisha kama haijatumika, wacha ikue carried on.
That's why I said, si pesa emergency iko hapo, si tumeka hapo pesa emergency. Si hiyo pesa emergency kama family hajapata emergency.
We don't know.
Bali tu popote kwenye emergency itatokea, si itakuwa sorted.
Hatujui kwenye hii emergency itatokea.
That's why imeitwa emergency.
Wait, and that's why I'm telling you, hii pesa emergency, kama emergency haijakuwa carried to the next month. Not that tulibudget na wewe, si ati tulibudget na wewe pesa emergency. Alafu tunaona kwa hii familia yetu hakuna emergency, hata sasa imetokea kule nje, atuchukue pesa tupeleke kwa nje. Tukipeleka huko nje alafu kwa familia yetu itokee. Tutafanya nini? Tutajitreat na nini? Tutatumia nini?
Wewe ndio umesema sister yako anaweza gojeka. Na hiyo ni pesa ya emergency.
Sasa hii natoa kwa mfuko, sitakuja kwa hii yetu ya familia.
Kwani sister yako ana pesa yake emergency?
Stop being paranoid. Maybe that is my sister. Mimi sitaki kuingia kwa hii yetu ya familia. Nikwambia that is the question you ask. Kwani sister yako hana pesa emergency? Sababu nimeingia kwa hiyo familia. But nikichukua yangu ya mfuko, hautaniuliza. Hata hautajua kama nilimpatia.
Kwani yako ni mfuko ni gani yenye mimi sijajua? Lazima nijue pesa yako ya mfuko.
Hapana, mwanaume hata kama mnanimia aje hawezi kwa hivyo akione sana kuja na kutolea pesa yote kwa anakuwekea hapo, anakuambia ndio yote nimebaki nayo. That's a lie.
But
that is a lie. Hata wewe mwenyewe uwezo kuleta pesa yako yote mwangi hapo. Utajibakishia.
Lakini si pesa zije hapo kwa meza, mtu anabakishiwa yake ya mfuko. Si pesa zikiwa hapo kwa meza zikuwe budgeted, si kila mtu anabakishiwa yake ya mfuko. Unaweza tembea hapo nje ukanyage tomato ulipe.
Hapana, wewe unajua mtu labda unaweza nibakishia ya itoshi. Unaweza nitengea. At least I ndio haitoshi but iko at least. Unaona? So hata mkuwe open to each other. Mwanaume aidha alipokea pesa yote kwa meza, hajakwambia ndio mshahara yangu, this is my salary. That's a lie.
Okay, we were talking about Gulf ladies and men. Unajua bibi bado pale hivyo network hang sikupata vizuri pale penye ulikuwa unasema ati ama ni in Kenya and the ladies in Saudi Arabia and the man is being sent money. Alafu all of a sudden lady acha kusend hizo money. Why are you as a man accepting to be sent money with a lady?
Okay, first, let me say maybe as for me, Mimi by the way sipendi kulipiwa bills na mwanamke. Na hata mimi wakati maybe natongoza mtu, at least natakanga nikuwe capable. Maybe naweza nikafanya, I can do some ABCD to her. Sababu najua the moment nitafanya naenda kumtongoza kwa wangu, kuna responsibilities ambazo zitakama hapo, atakama hapo nazo, si ndio? So mimi ukiniacha Kenya, I will only accept your money wakati nilikuwa chini, maybe niko chini, sina uwezo, but for a specific period. Si ati kama umeenda for 2 years uko unatumia pesa for 2 years. Okay, maybe tutakubaliana end first month, end month, maybe nikwambie within this maybe 4 months, at least get me commission ya kufanya ya kuwezesha ni. Okay, that is the only scenario ambayo tafani tuta accept pesa ya kunisaidia tu nitoke hapo nifanye nini, ni sababu sikuwa na uwezo, I was not on my feet kuniwezesha kufanya ni kwenda huko.
But ukiachwa pale Kenya alafu
but si ati umeniacha mimi nikae nikingoja watoto for 2 years. Afadhali uwepo peleka watoto kwenu, mimi nijipe shughuli. Mimi siwezi kuweza kaniacha na watoto nikiangalia watoto miaka miwili.
So you agree with me that you agree with me that mwanaume akiachwa Kenya na lady akuja fanya kazi Gulf after 2 years akimwacha, that's just okay?
Pardon? What did you say?
Mwanaume akibakishwa Kenya na lady akuja fanya kazi Gulf for 2 years, akirudi Kenya I'm down. Is that just okay? Because for me it's okay.
No, it's not okay. It's not okay. Now you see, as for me, why am I saying it's not okay? Mimi umekuja umenitumia pesa, kama if you stick to the plan, what we planned. Nilikwambia wewe enda ufanye nini? Sababu nyinyi ni free, hamhitaji kulipa. Wewe enda ufanye kazi miezi kadhaa, unifanye unisaidia na mimi niende. Na umeenda umefanya vile tuliagiri, si ndio? Umenitumia na mimi nikatoka. Now after 2 years mbona tunaachana? But kama ulienda umenitumia pesa nikakula, you have a right to dump me.
I'm just going to connect my phone on the charger. I don't want it to die. Sorry about that. Paniko juu, but it's just okay. Hivi nataka position, so just give me a minute. I was asking about those men, and yeah, wanaachwa then they don't develop, they don't grow. Like pale penye wameachwa hapo ndo penye wana stick, wanangoja utakuja ulani pale hivyo JKIA wakuje wakuchukue airport. Is it okay wakiachwa?
Huyo hata kama ni mimi umeniacha Kenya na kuja umenipata tu pale, just dump me.
Yeah, that is one of the reasons why ladies hawarudingi kwa zile marriages. Because unapata mwanaume aliachwa pale then haja develop. Sasa mwanamke ana outgrow. That is what I was saying initially. Unapata the lady outgrow this man.
But pia acha it depend maybe kama wakati ukienda, if we were in good terms na tukakuwa na nini, tukakuwa na some agreements, lakini ukaenda huko wao ukanifei. Okay, ukanifei.
Nikaenda huko
ukanifei, maybe haukufanya nini, hauko hiyo nini ya kunisaidia kama commission au kunitumia. Ulifika huko ukazima simu. Ukaniambia uweze tumia mwanaume pesa. Ndio utaniacha sababu sio nini? Sababu ni pesa ilikuwa yako na ukaamua hivyo. Lakini utafanya nini? Ni wewe umesababisha kuachana, sisi kuachana.
Yeah,
but pia kama unatoka huko na mimi hakuna kitu ama vitu tumepanga. Mimi unaona tunapanga na kuambia ati kwa hii miaka miwili uko wangu unanitumia pesa. Nikifanya nini? Ati nikiendeleza project. Huyo si mwanaume. And whoever is listening ama whoever will watch, kama ni mwanadada ambaye ako gani, ati uliacha mwanaume wako Kenya na kunini, ati unamtumia pesa akifanya project, badala ya kuambia yeye anataka afanye nini, anataka akuje. Huyo achana naye. Hakuna mahali
zile disappointments zenye watu wamepata huko nje ati wanatuma pesa zifanye project home. Well, I can't even advise a lady ati atume pesa za project home mimi. Ati utumie mwanaume pesa ati afanye project.
Ati
I don't know. Kuna wengine wanatumiwanga na wanakuwa tu faithful wanafanya, but mimi I can't.
Especially our youth hii age yetu. Ati unatumia pesa huko, unatumia pesa nifanye project. Utapata nilioa naye. Kwa wale wako najua ni sawa, it's a nini, unaweza pata wamefanya wamekaa pamoja wanaelewana. Lakini young age, hao vijana ambao damu bado ni moto, hiyo pesa ndiyo atakuwa anapiga nayo sherehe.
Do you think a man can be faithful akiachwa Kenya? At now the lady is working.
1%.
A man can be faithful for 2 years.
1%.
So ladies wenye masa mabwana zao Kenya wasahau ama wakubali tu.
Okay. Unajua kuna ule mwanaume atacheat lakini ana cheat na adabu. Okay? Kuna mwanaume ana cheat lakini ana cheat na adabu. Na kuna mmoja ana cheat na madharau. Anajua after all hata ukiona hakuna kitu utafanya. Bado mmoja ana cheat na adabu ndio gani? Ana cheat na amekaa amejificha, hata wewe uwezo gani? Wewe hata kwa mshuku. Yeye anakurespect, yani anakuogopa. Sijui utasema ni kuogopa kama ni kurespect. Sababu nikisema kurespect, utasema kama ananirespect hawezi ni cheat. But kuna mmoja anafanya hadharani na kuna mmoja anafanya kwa kujificha. You get my point?
Yeah, mbona ujitese ujifiche ukifanya kitu yenye unajua inakubamba? Si ufanye tu hadharani.
Sio kitu inakubamba. Unataka kuleta discussion nyingine. So kuna mmoja anafanya na kujificha, kuna mmoja anafanya kwa kujificha. Yaani huyo sasa ndiye atakwambia ni kashetani pia nikanisukuma nasikia pia ni cheat. Oh?
Kashetani. Always mnadanganyanga shetani. What about
mwenye ameacha kama umeacha bwana Kenya, wewe jua tu. But yani jua tu, at least maybe atafanya nini, atapata mtu atapata kwa jazi. Okay, anaweza pata kwa jazi, na sisemi wanaume wote, maybe kati ya wanaume 10 maybe kuna huyo mmoja mwenye anaweza fanya nini, mwenye anaweza ngoja. But majority ndio nikasema 1% ndio maybe anaweza kuvumilia. But majority,
what about like what about ladies?
Nikaa tu utakuwa umepanda miwa nje kwa nini karibu na shule. Oh, mimi siwezi. So, mwanamke ukifika kwa nini kwa mambo na sexual urge. Mwanamke anaweza jicontrol ama anaweza control herself as compared to mwanaume. Okay? But mwanamke naye Kumconvince ni haraka. Okay? Mwanamke kumconvince ni haraka. She has control. But kumconvince ni haraka.
Na nini inafanyanga wanaume wanakuja girl? Okay.
Nini
inafanyanga wanaume wanakuja Gulf na wanaacha girlfriend wenyewe walikuwa wameacha Kenya?
I think in trust issues. It's all about trust issues.
As in?
Because you don't trust her.
But you used to trust her initially. So what makes you not to trust her now?
Especially if are we talking about a girlfriend or we are talking about a wife? You know there is a difference between a wife and a girlfriend.
So what is the difference? Because they are all women, and they are all in a relationship.
You don't know the difference between a girlfriend and a wife?
No. Apart from kuolewa, what is the difference?
Okay. As for me, she isn't the girlfriend. She isn't the girlfriend. That is a no. If it's a wife, so I will go back to my wife.
If assuming we were dating and you planned you want to come to the Middle East, we are breaking up Dokuje.
It will depend.
With what?
Are you the type of a woman I want?
But if you are dating, can you date someone that is not the type that you want? Why were you dating someone that is not the type of?
Wait. Huh? Let me ask you a question. Okay. Wakati nakuja kwa approach, unaona hizo qualities ambazo unataka kama zimejiandikwa na my face?
No.
Do you see them? You don't see them.
No.
We have to date. You find New Zealand. That is what I was doing. I was dating you so that I can see the characters in you. Hakuna vile nitakuja nikusimamisha kwa barabara nianza kuuliza, unajua kupika? Na naweka tiki. Wewe sijui nini? Naweka tiki na kwambia okay, now you qualify to be my girl. It doesn't happen like that. Lazima sasa tufanye.
How many people will you date before you get the person that has the qualities that you're looking for?
Okay, no one is perfect.
You date first. Kuna
zile characters.
Okay. I'm listening.
No one is perfect. I cannot keep jumping ati natafuta yule perfect. But kuna yule at least naona huyu naweza nikafanya. Naweza kaa naye. Weakness zake naweza nika withstand. Not that natafuta mwenye ako 100% perfect.
That is when you are dating, when you are still searching.
Nikipata zako ni mbaya. We are going nowhere. Because I'm not sitafuti mtu wa contract, natafuta mtu wa kanda ya forever.
That you will do that when you are dating, or you will do that when you are searching?
Nimekwambia during searching, hautaona huyo mtu zimekiandika hapo hivyo. Lazima udate. Forget about searching. Searching hiyo labda ni kununua shampoo tako, kutafuta shampoo tako nunua. Naweza tujue hizo characters wakati tunadate.
So okay, my question now is that brings me to another question. Now you say that you will date someone first before you know if they have the character that you are looking for, right? So the character will determine if you want to wife this person. Now you want to come to the Middle East, and you might either keep that girl or break up with that girl. Why don't you break up before that story of Middle East comes in? Why just break up because you want to come to the Middle East?
I've just told you. I think I gave you an answer, and I told you it will depend. It will depend na characters ambazo nimeona kwa huyu mtu.
Okay, ukiona ako na character
Okay?
mzuri, ukiona ako na character mzuri,
Then I will promote her to be my wife. Na nimwache huko nikijua nimeacha bibi, sasa si itakuwa nikisema nimeacha girlfriend.
also you get married first before you come.
Yes.
Okay. So you mean that men that come to the Middle East, they don't separate with their wives when they go to Kenya? It's only the ladies, the women that separate from their husbands.
No, hii huwa ni 50-50. Sababu nini, it's not only ati mwanaume mwenye ameachwa Kenya ati ndio mwenye huo saa zingine ati ana betray. Even women betray. Yeah? Even women betray. I had my friend huko, walikuwa nakaa naye. Kila wakati alikuwa anapigiwa simu kuambiwa sijui mke wako anafanya anatembea na watu fulani. You see? Na mwanaume hapo huko. So hizi vitu zina apply on both genders. Na huyu alikuwa ameachwa as a wife, not as a girlfriend.
I want to know a reason. I want to know a reason. I know women can cheat, women can betray someone if you are working far away. I want to know a reason why a man who is working here will come from here and then go and separate with the wife, leave away the mistakes that the wife has done, assuming the wife is innocent. Like sometimes when the men are innocent and the ladies from Middle East go and dump them. What makes a man dump his previous wife after coming from abroad? No, we don't have such cases. Leave away the wife making a mistake, maybe cheating or anything.
Okay, if the wife, maybe the husband, yes we have. Sababu, you know, there is an argument, there is something we were arguing. Wakati Tabitha bado alikuwa hapa hivi. Okay? Na nikawaambia kuna vile wakati hiyo time tulikuwa tunapeana the attention we were giving each other when we were dating. Tukiona itakuwa different. Now I want you to take this example. There is a wife, you are my wife, you are in Kenya. You have a kid. Okay, you have a kid kwa kuangalia, si ndio? Because you are also the one who are arguing that lazima tuendelee kucommunicate vile tulikuwa tuna communicate kama bado tuko msichana na mvulana. Okay? Now you need time to look after this child. Okay? Na mimi tuseme bado nataka tuongee vile tulikuwa tunaongea. Do you think itakuwa possible? Yes, no. No, it will not be possible.
Because the kid has taken that attention. No?
Okay, yes. Now my wife is in the country, okay? Is in Kenya. I'm here in the Middle East. Hatukui na hiyo communication hivyo sana. Okay? Sasa mimi huku nimekuja nimeenda Imo, nimepata msichana huko ambaye ananientertain ambaye tunaongea naye. Labda naye tu ni desperate. Okay? Tumeongea kabisa. Mpaka sasa amenikoroga akili. Naanza kumuona ni kama yeye ni mzuri kukuli. But in the sense wewe hakuna kitu umenifanyia kibaya. But now because sasa naona ni kama niko na pesa, I can do what I want. Nafanya naanza kupanga na huyu msichana. Okay? Tunapanga naye, tunakuja, unasikia yeye tumeenda tumenunua shamba ama tumechukua nyumba mahali tunaishi huko. Unapata labda mwingine anadanganya nimeongeza contract. Kumbe mtu amelini. People go off. Wengine wanaenda offline.
Huyo msichana mwenye amechukuliwa hatazaa. Atazaa vizuri. Alafu na watafute mwingine tena wa kupeana attention.
That is what happens. The
Hivi
circle
semeni
continues.
hatufani yake. Semeni hatufani. Kwani if these kids
So
come to you,
so si ati lazima ati nikiacha bibi ati lazima akuwa amenichia ndio nikuja to break up na yeye. Kuna ni kama tu last. Unaona? Ni last. Tamaa tu. Unajua wanaume wanakuwa na tamaa.
so you have money, you can pay bills, you can get what you want because you have money now. Poverty ilikuwa imekuhumble. Ungefanya kenye unataka, poverty ilikuwa imekuhumble.
Not
Yeah, because
poverty.
you cannot cheat when you don't have money.
Wait. They say when a man gets money, he wants to have more women. Okay?
Why? Because he can afford them.
Yes, he can afford.
Because poverty ilikuwa imemhumble, alikuwa amevumilia na huyo mmoja.
So mwanaume kitu ambacho ana value, power, money and women. Hizo vitu ngapi? Those three things. Power, money and women. Akiwa na hizo hapo satisfied. Comfortable. So mwanaume tu nini akipata tu pesa yeye atasikia tu kwa na mwanamke mwingine.
That's why I told you, if you want to date someone,
it's not a law. It's not a law. And it doesn't apply to every man.
that's why I told you, if I want to date someone, I cannot date someone who is poor. Because that character will be hidden. Yeah. Let him have that money. Let him explore. Let him have those women that he wants. Okay? Let him have those multiple women. Let me meet him when he has already tasted all that. I don't want him to taste that when I'm with him. Huh? Now he has not explored. Now after he gets money, he wants to explore when I'm with him. That's why I cannot date someone who is financially unstable. Akipata tu pesa kadogo hivi anagundua, oh, now I can afford 3 women.
But we have the likes of Akina Brayo wanna hit and run when they have no money.
When they have what?
They have no money, but they are enjoying.
What only they are enjoying? What are they enjoying?
Those women, they have those multiple women.
Which multiple women?
But
you know, let me tell you.
Hujaisikia mwanamke anapoonyesha mwanaume ambaye alipatia bola, hana anything, hana mbele wala nyuma. Hujasikia cases kama hizo?
That's why we also have different types of women. Women are not the same. Okay, we have different types of women. We have women who have their own principles, women who have different characters from others. We have women that can settle for anything. We have women that respect themselves, and we have promiscuous women. We have women that are just looking for someone to pay their bills. We have women that they're just enjoying life without thinking about tomorrow. People are not the same. Okay, so Akina Brayo, Akina Jaden, maybe they are hitting on the women that they don't even think about tomorrow. Because now, if you are getting a child with someone who doesn't even have anything, and you yourself, obvious, huyu mwanamke pia yeye ana kitu. Obvious hata yeye ana kitu.
Who is to blame now? Is it the Brayo or the brain?
A parent is made with a kid is made with two parents. Everybody who participated in that without protecting themselves is to blame. Both the father and the mother. We can't blame only women here. Even we have men could have condomized, but they did not. They're responsible for that kid. I was already promiscuous.
I think women play a big role in bringing in terms of bringing up the pregnancy.
What do you mean by that?
I will give maybe 70%. Ni kwa sababu ya ignorance ya wanawake.
Why do you say women are ignorant and not men? You didn't know that when you are doing unprotected sex, you can impregnate someone? Or what do you mean by that? You men don't know that doing sex without protecting yourself can impregnate someone. It's only women that know.
You know, we are different. We are different species. Yeah, we are different. Sisi wote ni binadamu, but akili ya mwanaume wakati inasoma ni sex. Hakuna kingine huwa anafikiria. Afadhali wewe mwanamke unaweza kuwa kubwa, lakini bado unafikiria about the kid ambaye uliacha nyumbani. But mwanaume akili ni hivi, hakuna kitu kingine anafikiria.
So why do you want to say that women should take responsibility? Sasa yenye hata nyinyi pia mmekataa kufikiria hiyo saa. Mbona msijiblame pia mseme hata mimi I played part in that.
No,
I played a role in that.
this is not our choice. This is not our choice. I'm telling you sababu hivyo hayo ni maumbile yetu. And so if there was any man, hata kama mtoto wa Mungu ako hapo hivyo kwa comment akwambia kama ni kweli ama ni uongo. That is not our choice. Wakati mwanaume mind yake imemwambia ni hivi, ni hivyo. Okay? So mwanamke ni wewe sasa, it's your role kujua, are you safe? Are you on your safe days? Okay?
Why do you want to take responsibility when you have the experience? I'm listening.
You are missing my point. I've told you mwanaume akili hivi hata afikirai kama kuna kwa na protection.
What
you have that uko na huo uwezo wa kufikiria kufikiria vitu zingine. Wewe hauko tu ati pia wewe ati mwanamke ati sababu umedini na nimekwambia nataka ati pia wewe utaki. You can say no.
Why do you want me to say no? We both have hormones. Kila mtu hormones zake zimepanda. Why do you want me to take responsibility? Niseme no na wewe usitake responsibility. Why do you think that men don't have brain, only women have brain? Mbona huwa mna assume hivyo by the way?
It's not an assumption.
Why do they sell condoms? Why do they sell condoms? Because men can use them too. Why do you want maybe the woman to calculate, a woman to think for everything, and you cannot think for anything? You don't want to take the blame. A child that is brought up into this world, both the man and the woman were responsible for that. They should take accountability. Everybody should be accountable for their own mistakes. Hakuna cha mwanamke ndo alifaa kufikiria ama mwanaume ndo alifaa kufikiria. No, nyinyi wote mlikuwa adults. Nobody was raped here. Nyinyi wote mlikuwa adults. Kuna njia za wanaume kujizuia kupregnant someone, kuna njia za wanawake kujizuia kupata mimba. Hakuna cha ati wanaume ati akili switch off, wanawake ndo zao zinafanya. Hapana, everybody hormones zikikuwa juu akili switch off, lakini lazima kila mtu akuwe responsible na actions zake. Hakuna cha ati wanawake ndo wanafaa kufikiria. Promiscuous whether women or men.
You are missing the point. Sijasema ati mnafaa tumapatia ni responsibility. Nimesema that is not an assumption. Hayo ni maumbile. That is my argument. Hayo ni maumbile. Jesus Christ.
What do you mean by maumbile?
Na kuexplain na lugha gani ndio uelewe?
Mother tongue. What do you mean by maumbile? Maumbile?
Let's forget about that. Let's talk about something else. Sababu naona tutashinda hapa hivi. I've told you, hayo ni maumbile yetu wanaume. But you still don't get it. So nashinda nitakuexplainia aje. It's not that tunawaambia you think on our behalf. Nimekwambia that is how we are created.
Mtembeangi kama mmejipanga basi juu mkifika hapa akili wewe ina switch off, unatembea kama umejipanga. Ndio hiyo akili kiswitch off uko ushajipanga already. Umetake precautions. Kinga ni bora kuliko tiba. Okay, so you talked about ladies. Wanaume pia wanatokanga huku, but the number of men ni fewer, ndio? Ladies ndio wako high. Wenye wanatokanga huku wanaachana.
Yeah, ladies number ya ladies iko very high. Sababu in most cases unapata yule mwanaume, okay, wanawake wengi ambao wametoka Kenya kuja huku it was as a result of a failed marriage hata niseme failed marriage, sababu ni ngumu sana usikie maybe alikuwa boyfriend na girlfriend wakikosana anakuja Ghana. Most utapata kutoka kwa ndoa. Okay, na wenye wamekuja kutoka kwa ndoa, maybe it was just maybe a small disagreement, but wakati trust me, wakati atarudi huko, hatarudi possibility ya kurudi to the same person inakuwa very minimal, sababu wakati alikuja huku sasa take time, read mind ya huyo mwanaume huo muda wote ambao wamekuwa naye, ameanza kuona mistakes sasa za huyo mwanaume, na hapo ameona mwanamke akamake mind, akaona this is not the man I wanted. Okay, so kurudi ati kwa huyo to that same man inakuwa ngumu, but huyu mwanaume inakuwa ngumu kwake ku admit ama ku accept that huyu mwanamke bila ameenda hivyo ameenda. Unapata mwanaume baada ya hopes anasema bibi yangu ako Saudi.
Yeah.
Mwanamke mimi chenye huwa nasema or what I can advise my brother, if you have a wife na huyo mwanamke akuje Saudi ama aende Gulf after disagreement, hapo kuachia hata watoto, alibeba akapeleka watoto kwao. Okay, wewe kitu tu unafaa kufanya, wewe hesabu tu uko na watoto nje, but acha kwa sababu bibi yangu ako Gulf atarudi, kama yeye mwenyewe hajakwambia. Kama mwanamke mwenyewe hajakwambia atarudi, wewe acha kwa bibi nje. Kama alitoka, kama mmekosana, na hata kama ametoka in good faith, kuna wale wanafika hapo wanabadilika. Kuna wale huwa wanafika kwa wanabadilika. Only sema bibi yako ako Gulf wakati yeye mwenyewe anakupatia the assurance kwamba atarudi, kwamba atakuja kwako. Lakini usianze kujiambia. Na sisemi ati uoe, ati sababu yeye ameenda Gulf, ati nasema ati uoe. Keep yourself busy. Unasikia ile una keep busy ukitegea. Okay? Maybe anaweza maybe hata kama alienda after mmekosana, anaweza kuwa na nini? Anaweza kuwa ni hasira alikuwa nayo. Atafika mahali atulie. Maybe hata alienda amekaa miezi 2 ya kuongelesha. Anaweza kaa after maybe 3 to 4 months, uone upata amekusalimia. Asikusalimie, akuulize vile unaendelea, umwambie wewe vile ulienda mimi nilimove on. At least keep yourself busy. Mwambie siku hizi maybe nafanya ABCD. Maybe wakati mlikuwa mna separate hata huko na kazi, mwambie nilitafuta kazi, make sure umetafuta kazi. Hata wakati atakusalimia mwambie ndio busy, niko na kazi. Utapata hata reason yenye mlikuwa mnapigania ni poverty. Was not about cheating. Ni kwa sababu labda kulikuwa na poverty kwa hiyo. Lakini wakati bibi ameenda Gulf, amekuja kuongelesha, amepata labda unafanya kazi, anaweza huyo mwanamke anaweza kukufikiria, anaweza kuconsider. Lakini wakati ama anasia from friends, unajua wanawake mnakwanga maspice wazuri sana kushinda hata CCTV. Unatoka mahali lakini unaacha CCTV zako huko, niangalilie akoaje siku hizi. Wanakuambia siku hizi anafanya kazi, wewe unipigie, lakini unajua kile nafanya. So mwanaume tu asibaki tu pale penye alikuwa, ama asikimbilie kwa sababu yeye ameenda hata rudi.
Yeah, I think the same applies to ladies, by the way. Even hata kama bwanako hajaenda Middle East ama hajaenda majuu, usikubali outgrowth ni mbaya. Mtu akigrow akuache. Ati wewe uko hapo chini, yeye amegrow peke yake akaenda wewe umebaki uko hapo chini. Chances za hiyo relationship kwako zinakuanga minimum sana. Hata kama mlianza nyinyi wote pamoja mkiwa kwa poverty. just make sure akipiga step wewe pia unapiga step, nafuatana. Akipiga step in life wewe pia unapiga step, like you're moving in together, mna grow pamoja hivi. Hata kama ni anaenda shule, kama anaenda anarudi shule kwa upgrade masomo, wewe pia rudi shule kwa upgrade masomo. Akifanya masters wewe pia unakuwa unafanya degree, sio anafanya masters na uko na certificate ya form 4. Atakuwa outgrow, ataona kama wewe si class yake tena. When people outgrow each other, wanaona kama huyu si fit kwa hiyo relationship, anaanza kutafuta mtu mwingine mwenye wa class yake. Sasa mtu akikuwa na pesa mingi sasa akwe like anakuwa na emergency ya 50,000 where hawezi hata msupport hata na 5k, obviously atatafuta huyo mtu mwenye anaweza kuwa na hiyo 50,000 ya kumsupport hiyo emergency yake. So make sure you are growing together, mtu asikuwa outgrow. Akienda majuu kutafuta kakitu, wewe pia jitafutishe kakitu kwa kufanya ukue busy, upate pesa zako, ukue mnagrow hivi pamoja. Akikuacha tu kadogo hivi hautakuwa class yake, utakuwa ka village gala, atakuacha atafuta wa klasi yake. Hata kama mlikuwa mmelala chini mkaanza maisha from chini, mwanzo kusema after I prayed for him, after I did everything, usijui ni I did everything.
Lakini let me ask you a question. Acha tuongelee mambo na shule. Kati ya mwanamke na mwanaume, ni wangapi wakirudi shule chances za kuacha hawa ambao walikuwa nao inakuwa very high? Is it for men or for women?
Pardon, ndio songo alikuwa ameniongelesha kidogo, pardon tu.
Okay, nilikuwa nimeuliza for those let's say a man and a lady. Maybe these people are married. Then mmoja tuseme mwanaume arudi shule, mwanaume au mwanamke akirudi shule, ni gender gani huwa inaacho inaenda ikienda inaacho mwingine? As in mimi nimekuwa nirudi shule,
What cases?
Alafu kuna huyu mwingine ambaye ameoa bibi yake arudi shule. Ni mgani hapo? Ni ndoa gani ambayo iko na chance ya kufanya ya kukuji? Sababu mmoja aenda apate mwingine huko.
Kuna wanawake wengi sana wamerudi shule na wakarudi kwa ndoa zao, na pia kuna wanaume wengi sana wamerudi shule na wakarudi kwa ndoa zao. Hizo ni chances za kwanga 50-50. Kuna wanawake wenye wanaendanga shule wanaenda wakiendanga hivyo. Especially kama
umenidanganya.
Especially kama huyu mwanamke anaenda shule anakuacha pale, like tuseme nyinyi wote mlikuwa form 4 leavers, alafu unamwacha yeye aende upgrade na wewe hauja upgrade, unabaki hapo chini, anakuwa outgrow. That's why I said watu wakienda shule warudi wote shule, nyinyi wote mpande, usiache mtu mmoja apande wewe ubaki hapo chini, atakuwa outgrow. Hata ukiwa wewe si wa class yake sasa. Usiwache mtu aende afanye masters na wewe uko na certificate ya form 4. Both ladies and men, you will not even reason together. Atakuwa amekuwa outgrow, akili zake zimesha grow. Hata ukiwa wewe si wa class yake. Even the ladies, ukipeleka mwanamke shule na wewe mwenyewe yani unampeleka asome masomo yenye haujafika hiyo level, obvious atakuwa outgrow, atakuwa na think outside, yani amtakuwa mna reason pamoja, because atakuwa kuna akili mingi kukuliko sasa. Yani unajua kuna venye mtu akienda shule akili huwa zina grow, you cannot reason like a class 8 dropout. Kuna venye akili yako imefunguka kuliko class 8 dropout, hata kama mmetoshana miaka, hata kama kuna pesa kukuliko, you don't reason the same. That's why huyo mwanamke akirudi shule aende asome masomo yenye wewe haujafika hiyo level, atakuona kama wewe sasa ni illiterate kiasi, yani hamtakuwa mna reason in the same way. You get chances za kurudi pale hivyo, arudi pale chini ni ngumu. Anarudi yani ni kama upande class alafu tena urudi chini. Watu wanatakanga kukaa level, yani watu hupenda kwa upgrade, wapande wakienda. So mwenzako akipanda wewe pia make sure mnapanda mkienda, mkue wote mko level moja, basi kuangalia hivi akikono kwa hapo chini. Most men they sacrifice their money, they take ladies to school na wao wenyewe hawajasoma. Enda uangalie hizo marriages zenye ladies, mwanamke amesomeshwa na akaacha huyo mwanaume. In most cases mwanaume anakuanga hayuko literate, anaenda kusomesha huyo mwanamke upgrade na yeye anabaki hapo chini. Obviously mwanamke anamwangalia sana, anamuona yani yeye ako chini yake. That's why that marriage work ni ngumu kiasi. But enda uangalie ile marriage yenyewe mwanaume ako na masters na amepeleka mwanamke shule aenda apate degree, huyo mwanamke haizi mwacha. Because bado unajua wanawake wanapendanga mwanaume anakuwa juu yake. Like kuna mwanamke is the head.
Umuhimu wa masomo kwa ndoa ni nini?
Ati umuhimu wa masomo kwa ndoa ama umuhimu wa masomo kwa maisha?
Umuhimu wa masomo kwa ndoa.
Ha?
Yes.
See, you
Sababu
want to
kama wewe
see your partner grow.
wait.
You want to see your partner live their purpose. Everybody has their purpose in this life. Wewe uko na purpose yenye ulizaliwa userve.
Okay.
Kuna ile dreams zenye uko nazo.
Hiyo sasa ni ya maisha. Hiyo ni ya maisha. But nauliza role of education in a marriage.
A role of education in a marriage. Like education level.
About career.
You mean that?
About yeah. Sasa mimi
like,
ati nimekuja nimekudini. Mimi wait, wakati mimi nimekuja maybe tuseme ama form 4 leo. Nimekuja nimekudini ukaniambia umefika class 8. I was comfortable with you. Now sasa mbona tu ukuje ukiona mimi sasa nini maybe nataka kuongeza masomo pia uniambie sasa utako you want to do the same. You want to pia utaka kuongeza masomo. Unataka kuongeza just because wait. Unataka uongeze tu just because umeona nikiongeza nitaanza kukuona ni kama uko mtu wa chini. That is the mentality.
Shule inafunguanga mtu akili. Shule inafunguanga mtu akili. That's why you cannot reason the same as mtu mwenye ameachia class 3. You will never. Ukikuwa wewe umesoma umepata masters, hauwezi reason the same na mtu mwenye amemaliza form 4. I know you will agree with me on that.
Okay, now let me ask.
It's difficult.
Let me tell you another thing. Do you know we have people or we have men ambao hawataki kuwa mwanamke ambaye amesoma zaidi?
Because they want to control that meeting. Because they want someone they can control.
Just wait. Answer my question, yes or no. Do you know such people exist?
I know.
Okay, they exist. Now, tell me, I'm that kind of a man, okay? Sitaki kuwa mwanamke mwibi ambaye ameenda university, si ndio? Now mimi nimekupata, wewe umeniambia umefika form 4, si ndio? Nikaona huyu ako sawa. Now sababu umekuja kwa nyumba yangu mimi nilifika university, nimekwambia nataka kufanya degree. Sasa naona niambie nataka kwenda university. But in my mind nilisema sitaki mwanamke mwenye ameenda university.
Can I ask you a question? And please just be genuine. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You wanted someone who is a form 4 leaver, and you want to upgrade. Yes. Ulikuwa university, yes. Unataka upgrade upate masters. Mbona hutaki hiyo bibi yako upgrade? Give me a reason why you unataka huyo abaki tu form 4 na wewe upgrade peke yako. If not being mean.
Okay.
Just give me a genuine reason. Yenye inaweza fanya uone unataka huyo bibi yako abaki akiwa form 4 leaver asiende university. Na wewe unataka upgrade mpaka upate doctorate.
Okay. I'll give you some reasons. Mimi kitu ya kwanza maybe ambayo inafanya niende kuongeza, maybe nienda kutafuta hiyo degree. Maybe nienda kuitafuta kwa sababu maybe because of a certain career. Okay? Maybe kuna kazi ambayo nimefanya, kuna kazi ambayo nimetarget. Okay? Na mimi in my mind nilikuwa nimejua huyu wa form 4 nikimfungulia biashara anaweza run. Okay? But now sasa huyu anataka pia aenda aongeza masomo just because anaona mimi vile naenda kuongeza nitamdharau. Yet I was very aware that huyo amefika form 4. I know the plan I have for her. Okay? Wewe unaenda shule just because mimi vile naenda kuongeza nitaanza kuona ni kama hujasoma. But in my mind mimi najua ni kwa nini naenda shule. Are you getting my point? Mimi nilijua so form 4 atahandle.
So that will make you feel uncomfortable. Umwambie aje.
Yeah, sababu unajua sasa na yeye wakati maybe akienda university. Okay, acha nikwambie. Pia kuna zile kazi ambazo labda unasema uwezi ukataka bibi yako afanye kazi kama hizo. Maybe huyo demo wakati ataenda university ataenda anza kufanya zile hizo career ambazo hukutaka afanye. Okay?
Let me ask you a question.
Sababu wewe
If you
ukaniambia
want,
yes.
kuna zile job zenye hauwezi taka bibi yako afanye. First of all, kwa hiyo marriage bibi yako hana choice. Like he's living according to what you want, not to what she wants. Number one, we rule out that. Halive dream career yake, ana live kenye bwanake anataka. Bwanake anataka quit job ufanye business. That is what he will do. That's controlling. Okay, if you want your wife to do business, okay, if you want your wife to do business, we don't have business people who have gone to university. Watu waendangi kwa university kusomea biashara, maybe management, maybe majina za business zimetoka kwa kichwa. Watu wenye wanafanya biashara wajenda shule, hawasomi mpaka wakafika university. Mbona umstopishe akae hapo kwa form 4 level asi upgrade, hata kama hataki kwenda kusomea hiyo kazi hautaki, mbona siende kufanya hiyo business management hata university level?
Mimi sijapata kama anasoma nikamsimamisha. Secondly, mimi sikuwa nitafuta mwanafunzi atakuja nimsomesha. Okay?
Na what if
sijapata kama na kujisomesha basi ajisomesha kama sijafanya kama tujaoana.
So you are a dangerous species of
No, it's not. Wait. I'm just being honest to myself. Okay? There is no need.
Yeah,
there is no need.
Maybe that nashtuka yani. Nashtuka. What if tuseme tu in this street? You know, for example, in these streets, I'm just trying to imagine in these streets, mimi niko single, sio? Maybe I get married to someone who thinks like that. Maybe I get married to someone mwenye ana imagine hivyo, aende afanye masters, aniache mimi nikiwa na certificate, kwa sababu aliniwa nikiwa na certificate, sikuwa student na hakuwa nawa student, na mimi pia sikuwa nao mtu mwenye anaenda shule kusomea masters, hatukuona tukiwa students.
It's not an imagination. It's not an imagination. You know, kuna ile anasema one being true to yourself. Okay? I'm only speaking my mind. I'm being true to myself.
Like unaweza enda ufanye masters ukatae bibi yako asiende shule ati juu limuoa kama asomi.
You're misunderstanding. Well, you're not getting my point.
Come again. I missed that. What was your point?
Mimi nimekwambia vizuri, mimi nikienda shule kuna kitu ambacho nimetarget. Na huyu ambaye nimeoa mimi niko satisfied na vile hapo.
Na kama yeye yuko satisfied na venye yako.
But now we have tuko na roles za kufanya. Okay? We got roles. Tuko na roles za kufanya. Sasa mimi niende niongeze masomo, yeye aende ongeza masomo. Okay? We have children. Maybe we have business ambazo zinafaa zina nini. Alafu mimi nikakwambia vizuri, mimi nikienda wakati natafuta ndio nipata huyu ambaye ni form 4 leave. Okay? Niko na hiyo kitu in mind. Natafuta mtu ambaye ako hivi. So kama nitakuja kwako uniambie these are my dreams. Nione haziendani na specifications ambazo nataka. Sitaendelea na wewe. But kama nitakuja kwako uniambie
what if I just discover them later?
How do you discover your dreams later? Umaliza form 4 discover your dreams hadi unakuja kwa leo discover your dreams.
Unataka hivi usikie umeridhika tu na life, ufike mahali pengine upate urge ya kutaka kufanya kitu kingine different. As life continues. Ushaika mahali ukapata tu umerelax, umeridhika penye huko. Unafika mahali pengine unapata urge fulani na kuambia no, you have to do something extra. To grow.
Okay, you can't
just be at that same level.
One thing, huwa unauliza mtu, what are your plans? Na hata zingine unauliza mtu, what if? Cheki, unauliza mtu, what if you've been offered this and this? Would you take it? Unasikia mtu kwenye respond.
Okay, I got your point. Now I have a question for you. Why will you prefer someone who is less educated than you?
No, no, first, my point is, as to me level of education for marriage, it doesn't help. That is my understanding. Uko
Hata
hujasoma,
mwenye
uko
hata
umesoma, mimi ikifika kwa marriage,
can you
yes,
marry someone
mimi
who has a
kwangu
doctorate?
everybody.
Can you marry someone
Mimi
who has
okay,
a doctorate or someone who has a master's?
nimesema level of education kwa nini kwa ndoa, it doesn't matter. Umesoma hujasoma, it doesn't matter. Wewe ni maskini, wewe ni tajiri, it doesn't matter. What matters ni hiyo love ambayo inafanya, ni hiyo love, that bond. So umesoma hujasoma, kwangu it doesn't matter. But these people, they can love. Maskini anaweza penda tajiri, okay, their class haijainterfere. But now ni huyu ambaye okay, mimi ndio maskini, wewe ni tajiri. Labda mimi mwenyewe nimesema sitaki kuolewa na tajiri sababu atanidhulumu. Ama unasema utaki kuwa maskini. But kuna hiyo connection, but mmoja amefeel mwingine, but wewe unaona hapana, huyu hapa hapana. Sijui kama unaelewa.
Yeah, nakuelewa.
Yeah, so education kwa marriage, mimi sioni kama ni issue. Mimi siwezi nikakuja kuuliza umesoma wapi.
Acha nikwambie itakuwa issue. Itakuwa issue. Nikwambie kwa nini? Hautaambia mtu mwenye amesoma ako na masters, hautaambia mtu mwenye amesoma ako na masters quit job yake akuja afanye business for example. Unless kama hauna problem mpaka na job. Hauna problem na education, hauna problem na job, as long as mnapendana hizo zingine zinaenda. That's okay.
But nimekuambia lazima utauliza mtu what nini unafanya nini? What are you doing for a living?
Hey, I'm a doctor by profession.
Yes.
I'm a doctor by the profession.
Yeah, you are a doctor. In my mind nimesema okay, mimi siwezi taka kudate doctor. I will sitakwambia tu drop ni kwa. Nitatembeza nini, nitafute mwingine mwenye anafanya career nini?
Sasa mtu mwenye amesoma,
mimi siwezi kuambia tu drop career yako, tu drop your career ati kuona. Siwezi.
Kuna mtu mwenye amesoma na hana career unless kama hajakuwa tu employed. Amesoma tu vizuri alafu hana career. Unless you don't want to date someone who has a career.
Maybe you have alikuwa anasomea. Alikuwa anasomea nini kama amesoma na hana career? Ama what do you mean kusema amesoma na hana career? Amesoma na hana job au amesoma na hana career? You are confusing me. Juu career ndio yeye amesomea, lakini mimi tu hajapata kazi. What are you saying? What are you saying?
Kama tumekasirika. Mimi sitasikika. Nataka kuchukua jikoni nikaoshe mavyombo. Kama makamu kamekasirika, wacha tu. Kama kazi kama kamekasirika. Watu sawa, ndio ina shida. Mimi nitaingia kulala ndio sacrifice. Hizo masaa zenyewe nataka niamke, nitaamka hizo masaa. Haina shida. Sijui mbona akasirike.
Ashaenda.
Ameenda. Amekuja hapa mara kama 4 akiniona tu bado naongea tu na hata sishtuki. Bado hujamaliza, umalize ulale. Nitalala tu, usingizi ni yangu. Usingizi si yake.
Okay, so I was just speaking on my behalf. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay to open up, by the way. Everybody has their own opinions. Opinions differ. We don't think the same, by the way. Everybody has their own opinions. Lakini mimi sasa
utaona kwa comment watu watapeana opinions zao. People have different tastes. Yeah.
Yeah, opinion differ, and that's why venye tu wewe umesema wewe you don't consider financial stability, education level. Sasa hizo mimi I must consider, by the way. I do consider, and I have my reasons for considering those. Because I've been in this field. Can I say in this field? I've been in this market. Nimekuwa kwa soko, I've interacted with different people, with different level of education, with different financial stability, and I know I have my own reasons why there is a particular group of people that I cannot date. I can't try. Siwezi date mtu mwenye ameniachia dhambi kubwa hivi. I can't risk. Can't take that risk. Alafu akuwe na kaa yake ime break down, inataka kitu ya 3 million kurepair, mi hata sina hata 50,000. Nianze kumwambia sasa utadu. Staki. Nataka kudate mtu mwa level moja, kama tuko na baiskeli. Ikikatika break anahitaji 30 bob, I can afford that. You can. Mtu mwenye naweza afford, akikuwa kwa financial dilemma, I can afford to afford him atoke kwa hiyo stress, okay? But sitaki kudate mtu mwenye ataanza kuniambia hapa sina pesa ya rent, nitumie 2500. No. I want to date someone who is financially stable. Anajisimamilia, anajilipia bills zake mwenyewe. In case maybe I have to chip in, ni mahali penye ame struggle, amekwama, na mlift. And I can only lift kama tuko married. But if we are dating, I really don't think so. If we are dating, the only thing that I can finance maybe the zile surprises. Assuming maybe you have a birthday party, I can surprise you. Naweza kubuy a gift, but I cannot give. You cannot ask me for money if we are dating, and you are a man and you're asking me for money. No, we can't. Okay, that is just me. But if we are married, you can ask me for money. But if we are dating, you cannot ask me for money. If we are dating, you cannot kopa me money. Ati babe, nikopeshe. I cannot kopesha a man money. Mwanaume haombe wanaume wenzake pesa. Mwanaume aniombe pesa, how? No. In case of emergency, like mimi tu niguswe tu niseme okay, let me help you. But ukinitisha tu hivi pa na kublock. That's just me. Okay? But people have different reasons for doing different things. Mimi I can still relate
Na
to
wewe
kwenye education yake
na wewe
kushika.
ukiitisha na wewe unaweza itisha mtu wakati mna date. Can you ask money from someone
I'm a
when
woman,
you're
no,
still dating?
I'm a woman. Men itisha their fellow men and friends. Men don't itisha women money.
So it's you have the right to ask
Men are the
to ask money
heads.
from.
But I don't think I can ask someone for money. I just don't think that naweza pigia tu simu hivi mtu nimwambie nilikuwa nataka unipee 10,000. How can I even start? I will tell you my situation. If you think you can finance me out of it, okay. And I expect that too. I expect kama maybe I'm dating someone na amekwama. Aniambie kwa story, in form of a story, mimi mwenyewe niguswe. Nimwambie okay, wacha nikuboost hapa. But ukinipigia tu simu hivi uniambie nimekwama mahali fulani na ngoja deal ibane. Block. Nimerudi kwa soko. Ati nangoja deal ibane, nikopeshe 10,000, nitakurudishia Monday. Hivyo ndo nimepotea. Nimerudi soko tena, nimeoga. But if tunapiga story hivi alafu uilete kwa story, hata isikuje kama like unaniitisha hizo pesa. Kama tuseme for example I'm in love, obviously nitakuwa touched, nitakupea. But ukiniitisha sitakupea. But if you are my husband, we are married, ukiniitisha pesa nitakupea. But we are dating na unaniitisha pesa. Men are not supposed to ask money from women. Men are strong bana. Men ask from fellow men. Unaitisha mabeshte zako, your relatives, but you don't ask money from your girlfriend. Hiyo ni sign of weakness. Unajua mwanaume anafaa aoneshane tu anaweza ride family. You can be a leader. You can't be a leader by borrowing. Unaanza kunikopa na hatujaoana. Sasa nitaanzaje tu nikupe? Alafu ukuje udate mwanaume mwenye amesoma, yeye ni masomo yake iko chini kukuliko. Okay, mimi sijasoma sana, sina doctorate. But ukidate mwanaume mwenye yani ako masomo yake iko chini kukuliko, ana losing ile ability ya kustart kama man. Anaona kama yani like tuseme if you bring up an argument, like maybe he said something and you try to argue, anaona kama umemdharau, umesema tu juu umesoma umemshinda. Ama maybe tuseme he cannot express himself in English. Alafu ujikute unajua kuna venye mtu saa zingine ukiendanga shule unakutanga uwezi ongea Kiswahili fluent, lazima utachanganya changanya na Kizungu mbili, Kiswahili moja, Kizungu mbili, Kiswahili moja, Kizungu mbili. You try to express yourself, anaona kama unasema tu hivyo kwa sababu unajua tu hataelewa, madharau. You know, those people who are illiterate wanakwanga na insecurities. That's why mimi I don't prefer someone who is mwenye ako chini yangu because of those insecurities. Unajaribu kujiexpress tu hivi, useme kitu hivi, ushtukie umesema neno moja ya Kizungu yenye haelewi, anaona kama unamdharau. Unajaribu kuongea Kizungu juu, yani unajifanya na kama somo kako. You know, the higher educated you are, unajua, the more you get educated, the more unapata masomo, the more grammar yako ina grow. By the way, you don't speak the same as mtu wa class 8 kama wewe ni wa form 4. Kuna venye grammar wewe ina develop kadogo, ina grow kadogo. So the higher the level of education, the more yani fluent you are in English. The more unapata hauwezi ongea Kiswahili fluent. Unajaribu kuongea Kiswahili lazima utatumia terms zenye umesoma huko shule. Yani zitakuja tu, utajikuta tu umezitumia. Kama tu venye watu wakikuja huko Gulf unapatanga wanaanza wakiongea Kiswahili sana wanachanganya ndani hizo mahamam, hizo Waarabu, hizo Waiguru. Yani those terminologies unazitumia. So you try to talk to someone mwenye hajafika hapo ama hajaisikia hiyo kitu, anaona kama ni madharau, hutaki aelewe kile unasema. Unajifanya na Kizungu yako shilingi mbili, haki wewe hujainteract na watu wenye hawajaenda shule. Uone venye unakuanga insecure. Ukijaribu kusema ka topic fulani anaona kama wewe unajifanya. Basi tu unajifanya, you're just being yourself. It's very difficult to deal with someone mwenye ako chini yako sana. At least gap basi iko hivi. Isikwe kubwa sana hivi. Amka reason moja. You what? You cannot even sit down and have a discussion.
Now, what I value is respect. Unaona, the only thing that can unite these two kind of people is respect. Only that.
Respect haiwezi kuja kukikwa na insecurity. Because the moment we have insecurity, that person who is insecure ana feeling disrespected. That person mwenye ana feel insecure huwa ana feel disrespected. The moment kuna hiyo insecurity, there is no respect there.
Tukiwa na wewe kuna vile nitaanza kuona na nini, kuna venye tu nitaona unajibeba. In which manner?
Unajua, assuming that you are the man, ni tuseme wewe ndo ni mwanaume, umesoma, umefanya masters. Obvious grammar yako haiwezi kuwa the same na yangu. Kuna venye tutakuwa tunapiga story hivi, useme kitu, mimi ni feel insecure, you know, like si angesema tu na simpler language, simpler English yenye ninge understand. Maybe you didn't even mean it in a bad way. Sasa nita feel disrespected. People who are insecure ndo wana feeling disrespected, sio the other way around.
But
wanaona kama umefanya
makosa. Now you see. But now you see it's like unajaribu kusema marriage somehow inafaa ikuwe competitive in terms of maybe masomo. Wakati unasema maybe unafaa ikuwe uwezo.
Watu waone watu wenye wanatoshana, watu wenye wanaweza kaa chini wa reason. Ukienda shule wa upgrade, watu wenye wako pia upgrade.
Kuna difference ya maturity. Wanasema kuna akili ya shule na akili ya maisha. Kuna mtu ako na akili ya maisha anaweza handle mambo vizuri kuliko mwenye ameenda shule.
Lakini masomo ni important. I know you cannot say mtu mwenye hajaenda na masomo. Kuna umuhimu wa kwenda shule hata kama hautapata hiyo career yenye umesomea. Kuna that something you will get from school. Hata kama uko na akili yako ya kuzaliwa. Masomo ni important. Always rule out masomo bana. Masomo is very important. Just try to think about your life, venye ulikuwa unafikiria, venye ulikuwa na reason ukikuwa class 5 na venye ulikuwa na reason sasa after high school. You will see a very big difference. Kuna kitu yenye masomo inasaidia.
But what I'm saying, this kuna nini, unajua kuna watu hawajasoma na sio kupenda kwao. These people they also have a right to love or a right to get married. We cannot just give them and tell them ati muda at the end uolewe na mwenzako mwenye hakusoma. Okay?
That's umejua.
That is my
Unajua, when you get to talk to someone, when you get to talk to someone, maybe you're having a conversation, just a talk, you will know that this person has desires. Unajua kuna watu wenye walikosa kusoma kwa sababu hawakutaka kusoma, na kuna wenye circumstances zilifanya wakose kusoma. If circumstances zimekufanya ukose kuachieve kitu fulani, unakuanga na desire, una feeling incomplete, like unakuanga na ile desire, if I get this chance I will use it this way, this way, this way. You don't bury that dream. Tuseme kwa mfano kama ulikuwa uko shule, ulikuwa form 3, school fees ikakosekana, uka drop, kuna venye una feeling like ukipata tu chance unaweza malizia, yani ile desire, if that desire is in them, they will still go to school wakipata hiyo chance. You can't bury kama hiyo desire iko. Na kuna wale wenye walikata shule juu hawaoni importance ya masomo. Unajua kuna watu wengine wanangi umuhimu wa masomo. Wanakwambia mimi niko na akili za kuzaliwa, masomo si important. Yule amesoma amefika university hana kazi, tunafanana. Hamwezi fanana hata kama hana kazi. Hamwezi. Okay, so kama ako na hiyo desire, mimi sema kama ako na hiyo desire, si obvious atakuwa anafanya something yenye inaweza fanya achieve hiyo kitu yenye alikosa kufanya kwa sababu alikosa kupata kwa sababu of 1 2 3. Right? Lazima aonesha ako na hiyo vision. Niko na hii vision, maybe niliachia class 8 sikwenda high school, but niko na hii vision, naweza taka nifanye hivi na hivi na hivi na hivi. Hata kama hatarudi high school, anaweza kuwa na ile vision ya kutaka kwenda kusomea kitu fulani, akwe specialized in something. Unaona? I expand knowledge, by the way. Shule inafunguanga mtu ana expand knowledge. Yes. I don't reason the same way I reasoned when I was in class 8. I don't. But I'm not saying that you are wrong. But that's just my opinion. Opinion differs. So your opinion is just correct also.
Okay, I think we should end it there because we can talk the whole month.
The whole month.
We end it there.
The whole month.
Yeah, the whole month of August, the whole month of September. Until Jesus comes.
Anaanza kusikia eko.
So maybe we should end it
Unasikia
there.
eko? Unasikia eko? Okay, it's okay. Let's end it. Ndio nikafanya mashughuli za Mwarabu. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.